We are live, everyone. Welcome. Let's begin. My name is Wiccan Barrows. I am headmaster of this Mage Tower, and you are my students. I commit to you the most steadfast, ordered, focused, and fair of magical education. Here, you will learn the arcane schools of study, far from the watchful gaze of the Virgin Empire. Practice your craft, be diligent in your learnings, and one day you may stand amongst the greatest mages of Cat. You all stand in the main hall of the ground floor of the Mage Tower. The headmaster who speaks stands atop a slightly raised pedestal in the center of the room, his voice booming out across it. The group of you mages who have lived and studied here for some time sit around this table on the east side of the room. And those of you who have just arrived, escorted by animated armors, along with the Dragonborn encountered in the wastes, have entered this chamber to hear this man continue to speak. He says, "This I say unto you, students new," gestures towards you, Natas and Margie, "and old," gestures towards the remainder of the room, "as we stand at a crux of devotion. Those who would destroy the balance of things," and he floats his eyes from Salave to your table, "and those who might benefit from that balance. Now is a time for discipline. Now is a time for revelations. All here who might wish to continue their studies in peace, I ask that you return immediately to your dormitories. I have a lesson for the unfaithful, which you need not hear." And at this time, the people in this hall all begin to shift. Those who have aligned with this small group of rebellious students, as it is, as well as those who haven't. All of the students on the west side of the room, for example, will make their way out of it.
Rhiannon just says cowards under her breath.
The students at the teacher's table as well will depart. And most all of the students nearby to your group leave. The servants that rush around serving food and drink rush towards the lower levels. They care not to be involved in this conflict. A small number of stragglers remain, at which point the headmaster now turns towards the rest of you. Your friend Alvina stands up and says, "Those of you who are still standing here, I've seen what's downstairs. I've seen what's in the lowest levels. Levels beyond 5th. Down. It's torturous. It's horrible, it's awful. And this man," and she points towards the headmaster, "has orchestrated all of it. And what," he turns towards the speaking up student, "would you ask that I do for you. Alvina stutters. You can tell she's kind of out of gas. This is almost as far as she thought to lead this. Those of you at the table will need to step in and direct this situation.
I don't stand up, I just turn around on the bench. I don't want to say you're standing by while your own students, and I point to Alvina, are being tortured. You're orchestrating it. What do we want? I don't know. Not being prisoners and not with the threat of torture at any given moment. Slave labor is the other option, I guess.
Have I not, the headmaster responds, been everything, including gracious? I offered 3 of you private apprenticeships with myself. I taught you the secrets of the most powerful of magics. And you retort with this? No,
Yeah, I do.
I'm the one disrespected here for my graciousness.
Gracious, you blackmailed us into this. It was either your apprenticeship or what you did to her. What were we supposed to choose? Yay, torture, my favorite.
Pardon me, new arrivals, but be safe in the knowledge that this memory will soon fade. Armors.
Oh yeah, he's gonna wipe your brains.
Please take them for processing. The
I
animated
wouldn't do
armors
that.
start pushing your group forward, and the Dragonborn bronze of scales whisper under their breaths to you, Natas and Margie. At what point do we break cover? I think I can see the person that we're looking for in this room, and she's not with those in charge.
Bernardo steps forward and commands the attention of the room with his ultra-charismatic personality, demanding from the headmaster recompense for his lost memories and his lost time. Yes, you have offered me study of magic, but my power comes from my goddess, which you hold no sway over. Your little rituals do very little for me. So again, you owe me time, memories, and a sacrifice of your own.
His eyes grow wide with the implications of your words. Shall it be death, then, for you fools?
Bernardo looks around, and as the group is moving forward, he wants to... Did he hear the Dragonborn speak?
No,
Okay.
they spoke under their breath.
He wants to take kind of like a look at them and see if they are ready for battle or tensed or something, or if they're just kind of complacent.
The 2 Dragonborn seem to have great axes hung at their side, one of them carrying 2. They seem battle ready. They are armored. All 4 of these figures are crusted in frost and snow.
But my question was more of, do they seem tensed, like ready to strike, ready to spring?
Yeah. They've got that tension about them, yes.
Bernardo will address the group directly, ignoring the headmaster, and say, "You will not be yourselves once he is done with you. You will remember nothing. You will be his slave. You've come at an inopportune moment should you choose to remain yourself. What say you?" As Bernardo summons his hexblade to his hand.
I think Natas is like bewildered at the exchange he walked into, and he's just looking back and forth at the Dragonborn who's got his axe. He's like, I think now.
All right. And in that case, as simultaneously the rapier of Bernardo is pointed towards the headmaster of this house, I would imagine. That headmaster is pointing his own finger down towards this group. This Dragonborn lifts the battle axe from his side and tosses it into Natasha's hands, which are easily unbound by the ropes falsely tied around them. And with that,
I
folks,
like these guys.
everyone, please roll me initiative.
That was quick. Oh.
Alrighty, folks, let's see where your enemies are at. Okay, here we go. 22.
Oh, crap.
Alrighty, let's get it. You are all clustered here. And a sick smirk runs across the headmaster's face as he retrieves his blood ring, which those of you here have seen before. Throws his sleeve up and scrapes it across his arm. He is going to invoke blood magic.
I'm sorry. Can you refresh my memory? Using the blood magic, is that an action or is it free? Like to draw the blood.
That is a free action. Call it an item interaction. He is going to invoke his blood mage armor, which is going to be his 13 plus dex plus the blood modifier, which he rolled 5 on. So he is looking. Yeah. All right. He's armored up. The other teachers stand to assist him, moving into line. Even the delivery goblin moves to oppose you all. The animated armors as well move into this central space. This one moving up towards you, Rhiannon, and is going to attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
14, you need a athletics or acrobatics to escape that.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, I'm training in athletics. Neat. Not that good, though.
All right, you are grappled. And the teachers are all going to cast their own sets of mage armor. And with that, Bernardo is next to act.
So, Bernardo will yell out to the teachers that he has no quarrel with them. However, he begins slowly at first, but then starts to run towards the headmaster. Leaps up onto the rim of this plant and dives up into the air, bringing his rapier straight down onto the headmaster, like going to pierce his skull. As
Okay.
He will attack.
Let's see it.
Okay.
That is a
29.
hit.
All right. Couple things gonna happen. Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
So he did the 16, and that is a level 5 spell, so I believe that's 68.
Woo-hoo! It's that good stuff.
24 more.
Ooh la la.
And he's prone.
He is knocked prone. Very nice. Any save on that, or just knocked?
No, it's just automatic.
Wow, that is strong. Okie dokie.
So Bernardo slams his rapier down into his head, like barely missing an eye socket or something, and cutting across his cheek.
Okay.
He's got a little bit of a maniacal look as he takes his second attack.
Nice. Let's see it.
Actually, can I split up a bonus action and then do my second attack, or is that allowed?
Have at it.
He's gonna put the Hexblade's curse onto him as well.
Fantastic.
What's that? Should have done it the other way around, but oh well. And he will swing once more.
That will hit as well. All right. Got those big dice. Thank you, Warlock Patron. Paul, 18 points.
Yes, point of clarification. With the curse, he also takes additional damage equal to my proficiency bonus.
Which is?
Let me see real quick.
Should be plus 3 or 4. It looks like it's 4.
Where's that listed?
Yep. I found it in your
Okay.
attack text. You're good. Okay.
4.
Excellent. Anything else? Any more Eldritch Smiting?
Can you do that twice in one turn?
No.
Thank you, Chris.
With Eldritch Smite, you can.
I'm not
once
familiar with the
around.
feature, so
Okay.
good catch. Alrighty, that is a big burst of damage. Well done, Bernardo. Natas is up, unless you have anything else.
No, he's done.
Let's see it. What do you got?
I don't have the reckless attack. That's nice. Just gonna rage and bash this guy with my stick. Advantage. Great X.
The crit hits, of course. 18 points.
Since
And-
I crit, he gets an additional 2 damage from rage, and then 2 of these. So
2 of those.
does the 22 hit? The 22 misses.
The 22 will miss because he's going to cast shield.
Okay.
Okay, and that is so only the 7 radiant, right?
Both radiant, because it was from the crit.
Thank you. He is bloody.
And that's my turn.
Okay, good stuff. Margie, you are up.
All right. Do I have my book and Rhinefrost staff in hand?
Yes, the Dragonborn who
Okay.
held you captive will pass it to you with ease.
Okay. Awesome.
Gina, please roll into
I-
initiative. And continue, Mark.
I'm gonna cast. Let me find out my spell sheet. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna try and cast Hypnotic Pattern
Woo!
on the other teachers that Fernando addressed.
Okie dokie. In that case, just this here. You got that in the chat, and you're casting that at 3rd level.
It's it automatically is 5th level
5th level.
with
Yes,
my
thank
Warlock
you.
spell slot, but I don't think that changes anything.
What it changes is whether or not there needs to be counterspell Arcana checks.
Gotcha.
All right, we have 2 counterspells and 2 Arcana checks. And that first check is going to do it. So Professor Alistair,
All right.
this man here, will sort of flash a smile in your direction and say, "I don't think so. That's against the rules right there." Have you got anything else in your turn?
No, she just kind of scowls at him, and I'll end there.
But I should note that Professor
He'll
Grimbold...
probably duck behind one of these desks, try and get a little cover.
Excellent. Professor Grimbold here also expended his reaction and cast a counterspell, in case Alistair's failed. Rhiannon, you're up.
Alright. I look back at the suit of armor. I don't have time for this. And I'm gonna cast Freedom of Movement.
Okay.
So I can now move 5 feet, get the heck away, just kind of slip, and then I'm going to
very cool.
Start moving across the table. So it's 5, 10, 30, 35. I am on the table, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to summon my spirit totem. I'm going to use the hawk. So it's going to summon. I'm going to summon it over the headmaster, and so now. Actually, wait, no. Hold on a second. I might have done this wrong.
So it'll be marked with a sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna summon it. I just want to double check if that's the one I wanted. No, that's not the one I wanted. No, it's gonna it's gonna be the bear spirit, and so everybody in that is going to have a 9 temporary hit points in the aura, which is you can see within 30 feet. I actually want it to be there. Dick Henry, I wanted it. Yeah, there. Good, thank you. So 30 feet. Not me, but that's fine. But if you move within it, you'll get the 9 temporary hit points. And now there's just a spirit
awesome.
there.
And
no.
Aaron's up.
All right, what are we doing?
Battle has broken out amongst the Great Hall of the Mage Tower. Combat between yourselves, aided by new arrivals, the headmaster and the teachers. Students, which were consuming food in the meal hall, have been told to return to their chambers unless they are in opposition to the headmaster. Some have remained. The battle lines are drawn. What are you going to do? I should note for you as well, all of the students present are allies. These 2 Dragonborn are allies. The armors, the teachers, and the headmaster would be considered enemies.
Okay. That makes my life easy.
What you got?
Well, if I can, I would like to cast Fireball right behind the headmaster to get as many enemies as possible.
Okie dokie. So that is going to be Fireball. And that is going to be targeted as a circle. And that goes to be... It's 20 foot, right?
Yeah.
So you're looking to get something like this.
Yeah, the teacher's behind the headmaster.
Something like that. There we go.
Yeah.
So that will, if it hits, that will connect with these 4 teachers and the armor and headmaster. Unfortunately, there are also other teachers remaining. The bear folk and the dwarf of which are going to cast counterspell as well. Does anyone else in this room have counterspell and want to play the ball game, or is this just gonna go through?
Well, actually, I don't.
Yeah. Nope. Oh gods.
Gina, do you have counterspell prepared?
Yes.
Would you like to use one of them?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and expend that for me. So while Professor Hoban is attempting to counterspell you...
I'll also counterspell.
Awesome! All right. So Professor Hoban and Professor Rom attempt to counterspell this fireball. You 2 come right back in, and the damage goes through. So that is going to be a bunch of saving throws. I'm going to get us our armor save, which is a 0. The teacher saves, which are all at +2. So that is 4 of them. They all have +2 on that. And your DC is 16. So that is 2 successes and 2 fails. So the armor takes the full... Is that 46 damage? Woo!
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay, so that armor is destroyed. Professor Grimbold and Professor Icaire are killed.
Well, Professor Icaire was 8,000 years old, so.
And then we've got half of 46 being 23. So Professor Hoban and Professor Alistair are bloodied. Alrighty then. You got anything else, Aaron?
That's it for now.
Very good. On to our NPC turn. At this, Alvina is going to say, "Get back, all of you!" And the low-level students are going to run into the corner with a dash. Getting out of the line of fire. Similarly here, the students who are vulnerable are going to depart. As this fight could get very hot very quickly. So I'm sending away those that are gonna, like, definitely get one-shotted if they're fireball targets. That leaves us with our named NPCs mostly. We've still got a couple. Our Dragonborn fellers are gonna come up on these armors, and they're going to strike with their great axes recklessly. 18 and 15 to hit, and they're both going to invoke Dragon Flame. As these great axes rise up in the air, fire wreathes them as they strike down on these armors. And so those are both going to... No, only one of them's going to hit. But that is going to hit for 19, bringing this armor to a bloodied state. Armor are IAC. And then we've got this guy try and break out. He breaks out. He runs away. We've got this student who's going to huck a magic missile into the mix. And is feeling particularly focused on this armor that's already weakened, and is going to blast it thrice, destroying it. We've got Salave, your associate or nemesis, depending on the day. And that's gonna be... screw it. Fireball. Targeted much at the same place on this group of teachers. Counterspell range is... Where do I have Counterspell? 60 feet. Which means that Professor Mina over here is going to attempt to counterspell that. Does anyone else have counterspells to throw in to protect the teachers? Or to harm the teachers?
No.
Yes, Alvina does.
Oh, awesome.
That is a counterspell. And that fireball is going off. DC 15. That is 4 rolls. And they all fail. All right. Professor Rom and Professor Mina are bloodied. And Professor Alistair and Professor Hoban are dead. Blood flows.
I should feel bad. I don't.
And Ribble, the Secretary Goblin, is burnt to a crisp.
Just don't understand why he was fighting. He seemed to hate everything. Like teachers and students.
That's my stapler.
Teachers, students, the floor.
And Alvina here is going to move up alongside your crew and is going to blast a scorching ray towards the headmaster. 18 is the highest roll and will not do it. Blasting against his blood mage armor. And then our last... Yes.
These two teachers down here, were they bloodied? They failed, or were they just not bloodied yet?
I haven't put the marker on them. They are definitely bloodied.
Oh, okay.
If we like... No, her intent's in the headmaster. There is one more NPC in the room that runs an initiative count 1, and that is Contropolis. He's going to cast invisibility on himself.
That's fair.
And he's gone.
Screw you,
Really expect
Metropolis. Screw you! I
didn't
know what he's
expect
doing.
Much else from him, so whatever.
He's gonna mess with me.
All right.
Yeah, because he does that.
Because you mess with him first.
Wasn't me,
Actually
I don't know
fair.
what you're talking about.
The headmaster is up. He is going to look up at the two men now above him. Great in their looming statures above his fallen form, blades pointed towards him. He will shake his head and give you both a look of absolute disgust and frustration as he mars himself once again with his blood claw ring. And he is going to invoke blood magic to cast Blood Blink. And at the end of his turn, he vanishes into the ethereal plane.
Ugh.
The other professors, which still remain in initiative, are now going to act. Rom and Mina, who are going to give you all now the not-so-friendly fireball treatment.
Oh, that's not very nice.
So that is 2 fireballs. One is going to be centered here to strike at Natas, Bernardo, and one of the Dragonborn. And one is going to be centered on the group of you by the tables over here. So to put this simply, I'm going to put out... I need everyone to make dex saves. And I'm going to deal the damage as is appropriate.
Nope.
You have already used your reaction this round. As you used it on your turn. Yeah, you used it on your turn, and you get it back at the start of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you used it to prevent that fireball from being counterspelled, and so you still...
You started that counterspell Cold War with it.
Yep. Exactly. All right, let's get these damage in. Yes. 1, 2. First one is for our melee boys, which Natas saves, Bernardo saves, so you're going to take half of 37.
I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point to have resistance to fire.
Excellent. And then Aaron's a fail, everyone else is a success, and so that's half of 25 for the rest of you.
Round up or down?
Round down.
I don't remember.
Less damage.
Down? Thank you. I wasn't sure. I haven't done it in a while.
I took 9 damage from that fireball.
Okay. Okay, bro.
Here are 6 more.
Do you even lift?
That wasn't actually... Oh, that's not good.
And these two are going to back up to here. We still have animated armors, but I am going to mostly keep our focus today on the elements of the conflict that are super relevant. So we've got a couple of them moving in to grapple. As that would be, in fact, their prime duty if a student was rebellious was to contain rather than to assault. So it's just going to be a grapple resist from Natas and Margie. Your roll is against 11 for Natas and 15 for Margie. Wow, Natas, I think you might have resisted that grapple.
Is it a strength check or an athletics check? Sorry.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Okay.
Okay, that is a fail. You are grappled.
All right.
Bernardo, you're up. What are you going to do?
Okay, I've been trying to figure out this spell you linked. So, at the start of his turn, he goes to the ethereal plane, or when he cast it, but then on his...
It's a little confusing. Essentially, the normal way that Blink would work is you randomly do or don't go to the ethereal plane at the end of your turn, and then at the start of your turn, you can choose to come back. With Blood Blink, he can just pick whether he goes or stays.
Okay, but I can't see him, correct?
Correct.
Until he appears?
Correct.
Unless you can see, you have the See Ethereals spell, which no one ever picks.
I do not have that.
Yeah.
So
But what
he is,
I
for all
do
intents and
have-
purposes, off the board right now.
Okay. What I do have is a readied action
Uh-huh.
to cast Enervation as soon as he appears.
Okie dokie. I will take that.
Ooh.
Cool. Alrighty. Natas?
I guess I'll just fight this this guy over here.
The only other targets on the map are the two professors that are still standing.
Okay. So I will. Why is this not working? Alright, I'm just gonna do reckless attacks.
Okay.
I'll do great weapon. No, I won't. I won't. I should have. Damn it. I'm assuming the
15.
8 hit.
It is still standing.
Just gonna take some of this and then some of that.
It is no longer standing.
Amazing. I am going to move to the one that is over here. Actually, can I make it to Margie? Ah, I'm gonna walk past that guy. I'll get an opportunity attack from one of the suits of armor.
Oh no. 60 hit.
That's a hit.
16 to hit for 6. Alrighty.
All right, and then I'm gonna whack the one that's attacking Margie with my bonus action.
Because yep.
This one I'll do Great Weapon Master just cause.
Miss.
No, yeah.
Margie, you're up. You are grappled by this armor.
All right. Can I still attack at disadvantage, or do I have to try and get out of the grapple?
You can still attack normally. The grapple just keeps you there.
Okay. Okay. Then I will cast Shillelagh on my rhyme staff and whack it.
Whack. Miss.
All right. That's all I got.
Rhiannon, what you got?
Okay, well, looking over, seeing that Alvina's in not great shape, going to do a level 2 healing word.
Okay.
For her. Best, but it's something.
Very nice. She's
and then-
bloodied.
I am going to jump off the table and mid-jump, wild shape into a dire wolf.
Okie dokie.
start
Let's get
Heading
that.
to the teachers.
I will have that prepared for you in just a moment. Aaron, you're up.
No problem.
Okie
gonna-
dokie.
Just so you know, my speed is 50, so that'll put me on the table.
Just move your token to where you'll end up. Aaron, what you got?
Gonna do a little shatter.
Very nice. Target?
Going to be over here on these two teachers.
Okay. And we're in a fresh round, and they are on death's door, so they are going to expend counterspells, both of them on that one spell of yours to prevent it.
Okay.
Do we have a tag team to fight him, or are we just letting it through? It's probably fair to let it through. We got a dire wolf chasing him down.
Yeah.
Okay. That's that. This comes to NPC turn. I am going to for summation's sake, say that the combined efforts of your allies will be enough to fell this animated armor and the one which is attacking the Dragonborn. As the mage students and the Dragonborn focus their attacks. Your enemies are up, and the two professors here are going to use the dash action to attempt to run away. Do you all want to pursue them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can catch up.
Okay, very good. Then I will keep them at the foot of the stairs and treat them as on the stairwell. And you will have your direwolf in just a moment to do so. We come to 20. Bernardo, where are you at? You have the teachers running away, and you have one animated armor that remains in the field.
So it's fair to say that he chose not to appear, or does he have to appear?
He did not appear, or he did not appear within your line of sight.
Okay, because he can only move 10 feet. He has to appear within 10 feet of where he was. So
He did not
within
appear.
my line of sight. Okay. He'll just call out, "Coward, come face me!" And Bernardo is going to continue to hold his that readied action.
Okay. Natas is up.
Alright, I'm gonna try it again. Get this thing off of Margie. I'm gonna just do reckless attacks. 1, 2. 14, I'm assuming, is a good guess that it lands.
That will hit.
Takes an additional 12.
Right.
Is it still up?
Yes, it should be. If it's 12 plus 14, yeah, it's still up.
14, and then another 12. Did you get that? Rage and the
Yeah,
radiant
it's still up.
damage?
It's still up.
Shit. Okay. Never mind. End of my turn.
All right. Direwolf is on the map. Should be
Is it a
everyone.
fluffy
see-
direwolf?
Yes.
Can you guys see its health bar?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay,
I
that's
can.
I
Yeah.
can't.
that's funny. Showing up for some people, showing up for others. We won't
It's
worry
fine.
about it.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Margie, you are up. What do you got?
All right. Just say, "Let go of me!" Whack it again.
That'll do it. And with a resounding crack,
There we go.
this armor loses its coherency and falls to the ground inanimate. Rhiannon, you are up and you are chasing the teachers up the stairs. Margie, feel free to take any movement you'd like.
Yeah, I can run. So speed is 50, so that would but they took dash, so they ended up moving. How far?
They are up the stairs just a bit. Just treat them as where they are in the map.
Okay. Oh, I need to get in the hallway. Okay. Okay. Well, that would be because I think that's 50. Not even. Okay, cool. So I caught up with one of them at least.
Okay.
We're gonna attack it because that seems like a good idea.
Fantastic.
Bite is. I only have the wolf form, so that's kind of right, but not really. It's +5. I'll tweak it. Just give me a second. And that's 2d6 now.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I figured it would be the easiest way to do it.
Both professors are in equal range. The other one's just not showing for you right now for some reason.
Yeah, I'll just attack the first one, the one I actually see right now.
Okay. Excellent.
Right.
That's a hit exactly, and hits for exactly his health. He goes down.
Okay then, and then I'm just menacing the other one.
Okay. Aaron, are you trying to chase down the professors as well?
Sure.
Can you make it? Or is that going to be all just on the doggy?
Probably not, actually.
Okay. Then, Rhiannon, let's just take this to you with the top of the round, as that will be the characters in combat, and it's going to be a blast of magic missiles out towards you. That's going to be 3 times 5. So that's going to be your 15 points on the dog, but that doesn't matter too much. And
No,
go ahead and roll me
37
another bite to see if you can take this last enemy off the map. Yeah, that will do it. And chasing down Professor
well,
Mina.
Once that happens, then I'm actually going to run back into the room.
Excellent.
So that I'm around. Okay, I'll just go, yeah. I figure I broke the table as a direwolf.
And with that, we are out of initiative. The headmaster is nowhere to be seen. His instructors are laying bloodied across the floor. And your number is assembled. Your number. Would you introduce yourselves to each other, those new meeting?
I turned back into a person.
You fought well. It is too bad that the coward would not just end this here and now. Thank you for your assistance.
Not too bad yourself. This was quite the situation we walked in on. Quite
who
the
are you?
apex.
Why did you come?
Yeah.
We're looking, and he looks back to the Dragonborn for
We are looking for the chosen of our kin. And one of them points directly towards you, Aaron. We have come to invite you to return to Virgin City and meet Our Lady.
Okay.
We will assist you
Leaving.
travel in whichever
Right,
way
yeah.
you wish, or assist you in resolving matters here if that is your desire.
You'll notice you can't actually exit now.
In that case, we had better resolve things here.
why can't we just go? I'm assuming this is a stupid question, but why can't we go out the door we just walked in?
Oh,
Right.
because there's magic keeping us in. There's lots of magic here.
Maybe they can leave.
Maybe. We can't. I mean, we've never tried it, but it's a magic
You assume
area.
we can't. But we also assumed that the headmaster was all powerful.
I
So is there
also
like a-
assume I don't want my head to explode.
Where
Is there like a civil war going on in here?
Basically.
Something like that.
Natasha's just gonna like slap Margie on the shoulder. He's like, "We came here at the perfect time."
I would say it's more of an uncivil war.
Well, pleasure to meet your acquaintance, everybody. We came here to burn this place to the ground, and I don't think we chose a better time.
I think we have a good start.
Well, about the whole burning it to the ground thing. One,
More metaphorical, but
okay, well, one, there's 10 floors underneath us, but two, there's also a lot of people being held prisoner / being tortured 10 floors below us.
Yeah. I'm Margie, by the way. But the other reason that my friend Natas forgot to mention for some reason, gives him like this look of like, pay attention, like pay attention. Remember why we're here. She's like, we found these crystals that seem to be corrupted. They look like, well, I don't know if you've ever seen the big green crystals that the Virgin Empire uses, but
Oh, yes.
these were purple and bad, and we think they're connected to here, and we didn't know what was wrong, but we came to investigate.
Well, we haven't seen purple. We've seen blue ones fall from the sky. The green ones, very familiar with those. With purple ones, you didn't happen to see creatures in them, did you?
No.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
The green ones are not just rocks, that's all. It's complicated.
Stop
Oh.
being so cagey. Rhiannon,
What? It's complicated. Okay, there's dragons in the rocks. I don't know how to get them out.
What
It's
the
Oh.
kind of weird.
You know that.
Like, you don't
they're-
take them out. They're exactly where they're supposed to be.
Wait, what?
They're like dragon bones.
Yeah.
Bones?
And they
not
make like
eggs?
little dragons.
They're from a real old dragon, and they're like his bones.
Yeah. Do you have any? We should.
Oh, ha!
Bernardo pulls out the packet of dust, hands it
Everybody
to
here loves starting that.
Marjorie and
So much.
Natas, and says, "Here, take a snort of this." See what
I
happens."
so much snorting of this stuff.
And it's like
Not a
that
fan.
green dust, right? It's green dust.
It's. Oh.
There's more downstairs.
Margie goes, "No, thank you."
Yeah. Welcome
You might
to
enjoy
the
the
club.
benefits.
No, don't. It's bad. I was drugged against my will. It was horrible. No.
They're like people. You're like snorting people.
Listen, I didn't remember that part. Also, drugged against my will. But also, didn't remember that part until. Oh, yeah, that whole thing. They do take our memories. There's a lot of people. There's actually not a lot of people in this room. But there are people in this room who still need their memories back.
This place sounds terrifying.
It is. It's a prison.
Natas and I were supposed to. We were being sent here, and well, that's too long of a story for right now. What can we do to help right now, though?
I think we should loot the bodies.
Well, maybe.
Well, we've murdered most of the teachers in this institution, which leaves pretty much only the headmaster.
But
The
that's
students
the problem.
seem divided, but it's not their fault. They were taking their memories and brainwashed. We've have a few supporters on our side, and this place, as awful as it is, not everyone deserves to die. These animated armors are serving unwillingly, and it's okay to destroy them, release them from their suffering.
I was gonna say, when they destroyed the armor, did we see the spirits leaving it?
Yes.
Awesome.
An aesthetic detail I failed to
makes me
mention
feel
during the heat of combat,
much
but
better.
as these armors fell apart, the light blue essence, spiritual essence as is now described, congeals and floats away freely.
As many of those as we can destroy is probably for the best. They're probably former students. They're trapped.
I think Natas would pull Margie's side. We'd be like, "Don't touch anything. This is like the most fucked up place I think I've ever heard about. And I used to live in hell."
You don't touch anything.
Suggest
I'm
not
not the one-
anything either.
I mean, really, it's just a whole lot of stairs. There's a lot of stairs.
So let me introduce myself quickly. I am Bernardo Shagwell of the House of Shag. Surely you've heard of it. Fine carpeting for all of your flooring needs. Then
I haven't.
seems nonplussed at their non-recognition of him, and he's like, mutters, simpletons.
Rhiannon and Valerie, I know nothing about flooring. Yeah.
You used to live in the woods.
I did. I mean, I understand buildings. I'm not that uncivilized. I just only do floors.
Again, I fail to understand how there are no carpets in the woods.
It's called grass and moss.
The occasional pelt as a little rug, but that's about it.
Hi, I'm Erin Sunsong. I'm a sorcerer and I like using fire, as you can see.
She does.
Apparently, you're some sort of lady, Aaron, according to these two burly fellows.
No, she's gonna go see the lady.
Yeah.
The Dragonborn will step in
Totally
to
narrows that down.
clarify to say, Well, in a sense, she may be. You are to see Lady Bia within Virgin City. Those are the general directions we had for you if we could not locate you. She met you once in the city before the Empire took you away. And she is sure to find you should you return to it.
Yes, I remember her.
Good. We are her humble servants. Alvina, who has been one of the more upspoken students, will step forward to say, there are armors throughout this tower, and containing them all is going to be time-consuming. If we've hurt the headmaster, then time is better suited for our favor. I think that I can organize what students we have here. We are strong enough to take them on. The teachers and the headmaster, don't think so. Not all together, but the armors, we can take care of those if you want to keep your efforts focused.
Okay.
And Salave, the tiefling, will interject as well to say, and after that, we'll also see about getting the rest of those cowards out of their rooms to at least be on the right side of history, if you know my meaning.
Maybe we can just get their memories back. Might change their minds.
Possibility indeed. Have any of you any remaining foci within this space? And if not, are we going up or are we going down?
Oh,
Which way do we think the headmaster went?
Ooh, that's a good
His
question.
chambers are on what, the 8th floor or the 9th floor?
The 10th floor.
10th
10th
floor.
floor.
And I should note
Number.
that finally, all levels of the tower are mapped and may be accessed from an out-of-game
Okay.
perspective.
That's where his chambers are, but
If you were an ancient wizard, where would you hide?
Not back in the chambers.
not in my bedroom where everybody knows that is their known place.
From my experience with old men, that's usually exactly where they are, right next to their bed.
Do you have much experience with old men?
Been a few.
Noted.
Okay.
I mean, we can always check.
Okay. I guess
We could split the party. No, just kidding. Bad idea.
No.
Don't do that.
Sounds like a grand idea.
So
Why
The
don't you
headmaster
all...
and Luce, we stick together.
Are we in
Yeah.
agreement we go down?
I think down is probably our best bet. If anything, we can maybe help the games of chaos and get some more people running through the building.
Did we let the druids out of the cells yet?
We
No.
haven't. I would like to.
They
Okay.
may
Okay, yes.
possibly join us.
Yes, that's kind of my hope.
All
Down
right.
it is.
Maybe get those poor people out of the torture chamber. Oh yeah, there's at least one of those. Maybe two.
We are going to take our intermission a little early this evening. Let's do a mixed duration. Let's do a 7-minute intermission. We're pretty early on. And during that time, why don't you all, would people prefer 10 minutes? We'll stick with the 7 then. Take the benefits of a short rest before we return.
Hey,
All right.
I'm
We'll
a
see you all
warlock.
shortly.
go.
And we are back, everyone. Let us continue. Where we left off. You had breached the Mage Tower, those of you seeking it. And in your captive state here, that too has been alleviated, those of you who have been here. What now stands is what is next. What now stands is your path forward. And to that end, you have sought to descend into the lower levels of the Mage Tower. 5 deep have before you gone. Now do you seek to go deeper. The way is known. And so now you will descend. We begin on the first floor down.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if possible, I'd like to try and let those druids out.
Yeah.
As you should be able to see new arrivals. Some of these floors already have exploration on them.
Yeah.
I don't remember where we're going. I'm just gonna-
Just
You
keep
can
going down the
hear
stairs.
from your left, you can immediately hear the sounds of cookery. The kitchens seem to be still moderately operating in spite of the happenings upstairs.
Does anyone need a sandwich?
Oh, so this is the least scary floor. It's only gonna get worse from here. This is just where they feed us, and yeah, that's about it.
So
All the servants used to be students too. Yes, this place is terrifying.
Bernardo will walk past the armor as he did before.
now,
Does it try to stop him?
as you approach the armor, we will handle this matter. I should also remind you that this is the floor upon which you first arrived to the Mage Tower. As you approach this set of animated armor, and Bernardo attempts to walk by, the armor extends its arm to block your path and says, Senior Mage, I ask your reason for descending to the lower levels.
I have authorization. He pulls out the paper that he used to dupe it before. Here's my writ of authorization. Stand aside.
It nods and says, You may continue.
Did you guys want to go down, or do you want to go to the left and explore the chambers? Like, we never got to see what was next to. Like, I think there's something over here.
There is a door here that is guarded.
I mean, we can take a look, I guess. I mean, this floor seemed to just be for new prisoner students and
Every
the
door has a
staff.
purpose.
Oh, fine.
Ah,
Now's the time to do it.
whatever you
There's-
want.
Well,
All
there's
right.
an armor. I'm gonna try.
The armor will say, What purpose have you for exiting the tower? Senior
Next thing you
Mage.
say. Actually, that's a little bit later. Guess that's how we got in.
Makes
Bernardo
sense.
walks away and mumbles something about missed opportunities.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking down the stairs. The armor stops. Like, you saw the note.
It will query one more thing. Senior Mages, who are these which you bring along with you to the lower levels?
My
Part
attendants.
of a project.
And he looks at Rhiannon like, I don't know, who's talking first?
I figure part of a project.
The
would
armor will
make more
say,
sense.
Acceptable. Continue.
Did we just confuse it?
I think we
Don't
confused
question it.
ourselves.
Is there anything
figured-
you wish to do on the storage floor, the second level down, where also the servant quarters are? Then let us continue
You
to
want
the
to steal all those
third
clothes?
level down.
Yeah, the servants didn't want to be free. They ran
No.
away.
They did. No. This is the most important floor. Start walking down the hall. I know what's going to happen now.
Are you getting used to the stairs yet, new arrivals?
Oh, yeah. By the way, there's lots of stairs in this building. We've been here for probably a couple weeks, maybe. I have no idea. But my leg muscles are great now.
As
You're a
you're
wolf.
passing by the
Sometimes.
armor here at the first intersection, to the east of which you can hear the sounds of clinking. It sounds like a blacksmith. This armor states, "Attention, all visitors to the 3rd level down. No animals are allowed to be brought into this space."
Duly
Who else
noted.
they brought. They don't say
Exactly.
anything about changing into one.
Exactly. Technically correct is best correct.
So, those of you of the more physical persuasion, would you mind just breaking these bars open?
Yes.
The prisoners are going to say,
particularly the ones-
hey, let me out. I didn't do anything wrong."
That's kind of the point. We're working on it.
Oh. Hello there.
And these men stand and say, "Greetings." You recognize them. They are in the garb of the Sage clan from the Valley of Rain.
You know, break open the cage.
All right.
you.
will
Thank
be
you so
able to
much.
free them. As you do, this animated armor will immediately attack you.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make some attack rolls. We'll see if you guys can all go ahead and make attack rolls. We're not going to step into initiative just yet, as its first instinct will be to grapple. So 15, 14. Yeah.
Oh no! If it's like even starts reaching out, I'm just gonna throw my hand back.
It's gone. It's gone. Bye. Good job. And the druids will say, "You make quick work of these guards. Are you here to rescue us?"
You know, it just kind of happened along the way.
I said I'd get you out, and I did.
Appreciate it. Is there a clear path away from here, or would you will us to come with you?
There is a way out. Up 2 floors. There's a door with one of these suits of armor. You
We
saw
are-
him used to take them down.
We are indebted to you, and will leave by that path if you do not require our aid.
Can you turn into an animal?
Well, certainly, of course.
Please do.
And they look to one another, and they're going to take on the forms of wolves, and then look with curiosity towards Bernardo.
Oh, animals are forbidden from this level, so this is just an extra middle finger to the headmaster,
And
as Bernardo just kills this animated armor next to him.
with help from the party. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, again,
We
when
need
it's
help.
like, see Bernardo about to start this.
This is-
Bernardo's
this
about to
is-
start shit. Pew, pew.
5 level 9 and 10 characters taking a full round on the armor. Yeah, it's gonna go down. 1 character, no. But these wolves will look to one another, and in an expression that Rhiannon can best interpret as, "Oh, why?" Will rush out, ascending as you hear the animated armor at the end of the hall running after them. Clank, clank, clank. Animals are not allowed to be brought to these levels.
We didn't bring them.
They just
You brought them.
appeared.
So,
The other prisoners call out, say, hey, let us out too. Yeah, we can also run away.
I think
Yeah.
we should let them all out.
Yes, we should.
Just be like,
We should.
you're making a good point, my guy. He's gonna break open his cage.
All right, you are a strong barbarian man. I'm not going to give you trouble with the checks. You want to free all of them?
Oh, just the good people, you know, no bad people. Yeah,
You want to free all of them?
yeah. I'll just yeah.
Because they are all going to tell you that they're very good people.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a good judge of character. I'll let them all out.
Bernardo
Perfect.
tells you that he is a very good person too.
Well, you see, I usually take
He
people
tries.
for the word unless they get I mean mustache like you do, then it's not saying you're lying. I'm just saying it's a toss-up.
The stash is not to be used against me at a court of law.
Because we've been
Alright.
anywhere near a court of law lately.
Well, there's a prison here. Clearly, there's a court of law.
No, there's not.
There's no sort of court here.
Prison does not mean there's court. Right. So further down this hall, you're going to hear a room that's crunching. That's the room where they make the drugs out of sentient beings, because of course they do.
Soylent is people.
Where is that?
One more hallway down, right here.
What you're
Should we
passing right
dispose
now
of these
is-
armors as we pass?
Yeah.
If you would like to coordinate your efforts, I won't give you trouble on
Yeah,
that.
I'm just shooting fire.
Or would you like them to suffer eternal suffering and
No,
unrest?
I do want to get rid of them. I mean, I want to get rid of the armor part so that the spirits can go.
Shall we state that the Dragonborn allies which you all have acquired will be focused on primarily securing a way out of the tower, that is testing for magic runes
Yes.
very carefully and slowly as to do so without destroying themselves or others, and secure open passage for yourselves and or any students that wish to exit.
Or-
Yes. That
That's fair.
sounds like
I like
a
that.
great idea.
What
All
you
we've heard
have
is our heads might explode.
discovered
yes.
is the Virgin Crystal powder refinement space, where you can see
I call it the crunchy room.
Yeah.
Because it crunches.
you can hear a distinct as these prisoners, as they are laboring away with mortar and pestle, crushing up these crystals into a fine dust that are then being sacked into pouches and placed within
Hey,
boxes for storage.
Want to leave?
What?
This is less bad than I thought it would be.
One of the,
Do you want to leave?
yeah! And this woman runs out, and this guy says, "What? Well, how do we know we can trust you?" And this guy says, "Trust! I'm taking my chances!" And rushes past.
Look at the destroyed suits of armor outside. That's how.
Yeah, they're broken! And these two say, "Oh, we're gonna wait a little while. We'll maybe come out later."
Are you
Don't have
addicts?
us doing this anymore.
I think Natas is
Big
gonna see like the
themselves.
crushed up dragon things, and he's just gonna grow his wings. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
Wait. Whoa,
All right.
whoa. They're just prisoners like a lot of us here.
Yeah, and in a splash of sinew, which probably gets onto your clothes, Rhiannon, Natas's back explodes and bony bat-like wings erupt. No intimidation check is required. These two are going to flee.
I get it. I know how bad this is. It's just they're prisoners. It's not. They're not doing it because they want to.
But they were still doing it.
Let's remove this.
Just following orders is not an excuse.
They were prisoners.
The other choice would be torture and death.
Well, we
Oh, yeah.
resisted, did we not?
What? We got blackmailed out of torture.
And for those who
We are
were not
not
returned during our break,
blameless here.
Audrey and I conversed, and we decided she has dealt non-lethal damage to the two professors that were chased down in that stairwell.
It's more Rhiannon style.
Fair.
All right.
So, are there any not crushed gems?
Yeah, these mine carts, for lack of a better word, that are on rails which lead up tunnels that have sort of workstations unfolded over them, are filled with less crushed virgin crystals. Small crystals, nothing large. What do you
You know, you
think?
could empty one of these carts. I could fit in it, and I could go up and see where they're coming from.
I know where they're coming from. That's why I'm here.
Is it an escape route?
It's mine.
But
Yeah,
does
I'm
the
sure
mine
it is.
exit to the surface?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know exactly where. We could just use the door eventually.
Okay.
You're not getting out of this by yourself. You selfish brat.
My work here is done.
No, it's not.
Once the
Headmaster's still
headmaster's
alive.
dead. I mean, that's optional. He didn't teach me anything. I want a refund.
You didn't pay to come here. You were put here to go to prison.
You have a very strange sense of reality, Druid. I paid
know
with
what?
time and memories and suffering just like you all did. And he
Ignitas
keeps
is just
walking.
cramped in the corner of the room, looking at everyone all awkward now because his wings are out. Like,
You know what? If you want to try and get
cool.
a refund, I kind of want to watch this happen.
No, the price
I-
will be his head.
Yeah, the wing thing is kind of cool. I mean, I wasn't expecting it.
Are you going to
Wipes
take
off
the-
some more.
the cooler part
Take
comes
the
off
dust?
later. The cooler part comes later.
Did you want
Okay.
any of this dust, or you just
It's
want to feel outrage
sentient
at the?
Creatures.
Okay.
Even before I knew what it was, I wouldn't touch it. Why would I want it now?
You all saw what
Okay.
happened to me. It was horrible.
Bernardo's kind of like, I have 9 packets of this stuff on me.
How do you like this?
Continuing down the hall, you come to another set of armor. I will again, for brevity's sake, say that, should you intend it, you may concert your efforts and lay waste to it.
Yes, please.
Waste laid.
Yet, for the next space, considering there are still students within it, I'm not going to assume such things. And as you enter these wooden doors, these students, which are presently working in a medical experimentation facility, wherein
It's a torture
the
chamber.
worst of the prisoners by station are used for human experimentation of various toxins and traditional medicine. You can see tables full of various poisons and all kinds of vile things that these students are very measuredly and carefully applying to their subjects. I'm just looking at your stare of dead eyes, Chris. They know
What
how
you
to make it
doing?
here. As
Hi.
you enter this space, the mages which attend to it are going to look up again towards Rhiannon and towards Bernardo and towards Aaron and say, well, hello again. You certainly like to visit this chamber often. Did your work with the headmaster go well?
Planned.
Blended.
Right.
I'm going to have to ask that we stop experimenting on everyone now. It is time to shut the lab down. The
Excuse me?
headmaster is no longer in control of this tower.
Right. I don't believe you.
If you don't, you can go up to the main
Hold
hall
on.
and see what happened.
Bernardo has something
Oh,
that
dear.
might change the mind of this person, and
All right,
then
roll a persuasion
followed
check.
by that. Oh,
Deception, thank you. Yeah. Deception at advantage? Yeah, you have advantage on this. Roll again.
okay.
The one who was being more inquisitive, nice, seems a little vexed, while the second one says, that's a big, bold claim. And if something bad is going on, we'd best not be here when it goes down. Looking towards the winged man with an axe, blood still upon it in his hand, she'll say, boys, why don't we get out of here for now? And the two who are presently working on experiments will unlock the metal door on this and tidy away their experiment work. And these four are going to head upstairs.
Room cleared. My apologies for those of you who wanted murder, but it wasn't necessary.
Shannon's already running up to these. No, you said are they bound to the tables?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna start working on that of getting them out of this.
you can do so without much difficulty. As you are doing
Can any
so,
of you stand?
most of them seem to be in a pretty bad state, but well enough to at least hobble down the hallway.
Just find somewhere and hide for now. Regain your strength, then leave.
The armors will inquire to Bernardo particularly, Senior Mage, why are the subjects being removed from their tables?
The experiments have been cancelled on authority of the headmaster, and he shows him the writ that allowed him down here. He just kind of flashes it at him.
I require
says,
a better look at that.
Bernardo will just sigh and look at Natas and just nod at him.
All right, everybody, because you've got 2 here, I want to see if you can one-round this guy. Everybody roll attacks. Roll, take your offense turn against this armor. 16, 13. Aaron with the 6 will finish him off. And so that will be good enough. The rolls were there for it. So that one will go
Sorry,
down.
I wanted to see if I
which
could
will-
use Thunderclap and get them both, but I can't.
Worry not.
just fired
This will
up the
trivialize the encounter by there being 1, and so you'll be able to dispatch that one as well. These 3 will depart. Then comes the next part.
Okay. So this part is a little weird. But it's how we get downstairs. And I prick my finger and touch the rune on the floor.
Mm-hmm. You'll mutter a simple incantation in forms of blood magic and be pulled through. You all in the room watch as Rhiannon's form disintegrates into a bloody pulp before being sucked into the floor.
Bernardo will walk up and perform the incantation of Owa Tagu Sayam.
Sure, and you'll watch the same occur to him.
Wait before you go. How do we go through? Don't leave without us.
Oh, it's simple. You have to prick your finger, drop some blood on this, and say the incantation.
Which is...
I'll leave that up to you, Gina. What would you want to go with Paul's answer as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so something along the lines of Owa Kawa Kandu. And then through.
It's Owa Tagu Sayam.
There you go.
Oh, what a goose I am. You just now got it, Jake Henry.
Yes!
Natas pricks his finger. He's like, what a goose am I?
Nothing happens.
Shit.
Are you gonna try it again and say it properly this time?
Yeah.
And Margie's gonna do the same.
Excellent.
Got one of her little daggers she has in her boot.
You find yourself at another stairwell leading down.
This is as far as we've gotten before.
Oh,
I have-
Henry, I'm in a wall.
Oh no. You have not actually stepped into a wall. You actually, at that time, had stepped off of the stairs. As it is fair to note, for those of you new, these stairways are actually open air, and from this point, Rhiannon had just last session dropped an object down, and it fell very deeply before hitting
There is a floor, though.
some
My
bottom.
spoon is down there, but there's a floor.
These lighter walls are more of handrails.
Okay.
As we walk, Margie's gonna say to Natas, "Are we gonna have to walk all the way back up these stairs? I'm tired already, and we're only going down."
Oh, Margie, there's 10 floors above the main floor, too.
As
Did I just
Margie-
break you?
Yay!
As Margie's
Yeah.
complaining,
Smiles.
Sorry.
as Margie's complaining, Bernardo kind of lags behind and assumes Margie's form.
Oh
and
god,
he's just
gonna-
mouthing, "Is there 10 floors? I have no."
Margie doesn't like that.
We don't
and, then,
either.
and then he turns back into a gnome. He's like, "Psh."
We don't like that
Gnome.
either. We
Gnome.
just deal with it.
He's a halfling.
Yeah, you said gnome.
Yeah, he's a gnome now. He looks like Metropolis.
Oh, great.
Why are you contropolis? Stop that. Right, this door. I don't know how to open it because
That is
we
not
got
a
to this
door. That is descending. Let
Oh, right.
me take
Well,
us
let's-
down to, as of now, the deepest that we have been within the Mage Tower.
Yeah. We don't
And
act.
Bernardo quickly apologized to Margie. He's like, I know, I couldn't resist. Usually they slap me on the side of the head, but
We do.
A set of wooden doors is ahead of you. On the other side of it, you can hear sounds like scooping of liquid. Perhaps
really
like a
hope-
stirring of a pot.
I really hope that this is like the
This is
room
the
with the
secondary
dust,
kitchen?
which was still terrible, but not as bad as what we thought it was when we heard it.
Would you like to push open the doors?
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a ray.
Entering within, you can see a man with a scalpel who is taking apart a body. He also has a cleaver which he picks up to proceed. You see another
I have
man
no respect
come
for
over.
that.
The second man is holding an emptied vial. He speaks an incantation, and you watch as an ethereal light blue form exits the body, familiar to the souls you've seen in the armors before, is beckoned into this vial and placed upon the table here.
Bless you.
Thank you.
And they continue their work as this one turns, pausing to say, greetings. Senior students, you can recognize these two men actually have capes like your own, multicolored, denoting highest of rank amongst the studentry.
Fashion is important when you're stealing souls.
Are those vials of the of souls over
Yes.
on that table? Okay, we're gonna crash it. We're gonna smash those when we get a chance.
What is your purpose here, might I ask? Have you come to assist us? You are in great number, and you seem in uncertain
that word?
state.
Angry, perhaps? I'm not sure. He looks at Nadas. Are we angry
Furious?
today?
Furious. I
Irritated?
think
Furious?
Curious. I think that's the word we're looking
Are we going
for
with
right
curious?
now. No, not
Baffled
curious.
with rage.
Furious.
Furious. Oh.
Furious.
Oh, my
And-
bad. Furious. And,
Furious. Yeah. Yeah.
Aaron, are we in agreement? We're furious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Eldritch
Toss is like
Blast.
sick. He just goes in to attack this guy.
Eldritch Blast.
All right. In that case, let's get some initiative rolled here.
Furious, but very, very slow.
Ooh.
See how well they roll. Let's see if this is a one-rounder.
Aaron is so chill. She's like, whatever.
I'm pretty mad, guys. Eventually.
Wow.
You all may act in tandem. The enemy has rolled a 1.
Death.
These students will attempt to attack you with their magics. Do what you will.
I'm gonna firebolt the furthest one.
As I said, do so in tandem. Feel free to just unleash your
Oh,
actions into the chat.
Blade. So add the booming blade damage to the slashing damage from Bernardo. That's 35 so far.
Bernardo fells
Sec-
the first one with ease.
And then 16 to attack on his second attack.
My, oh my, that charisma modifier is gnarly.
I'm a bit jealous.
Yep, and then the Eldritch Blasts from Margie will finish off the second one. And that was initiative.
Margie's been rolling so well against all of these little tandem attacks. I'm just waiting for the next big battle where she just goes back to rolling terribly.
Once they're gone, I'm knocking the 3 vials off the table so they crash.
And you can, in
And then I'm
fact,
going to
see
get one.
now another half-dozen vials on the other table present.
Yep, and I'm going to do the same with those.
And as they shatter, you can watch
What are those?
Souls. They were going to be put in the armor. Every time we knocked an armor out, you've seen the little wisp fly away. It's a soul.
Mhm.
They don't want to be here.
So I feel like I'm about to thoroughly lose my shit. So I need to know if there's someone in a room we're not gonna explicitly kill, because I might just kill them.
At this point, I actually don't know it's down here, so same.
Let's just say if you see the headmaster, kill the headmaster. He's responsible for all of this.
He is also very adept at magic. I wouldn't put it past him to not look like himself.
So just start killing things.
So
Unless
kill
it's-
everyone? It's what I heard.
I mean, we know where people we like are. They're upstairs.
Walking past, you can see the remains, as well as the souls which now float up through the ceiling, away from these broken bottles, no longer imprisoned. These crates which you pass by have a distinct, disgusting smell of flesh and blood.
Open it up.
Well,
with
no.
it.
There is
Guts.
both body parts as well as vials filled with raw blood, large containers of it.
Can
Yeah,
we
it is.
use someone else's blood to fuel blood magic? Thereby not having to stab ourselves?
I'm just never using it again.
From what you have known in your limited time, others' blood can fuel magic, but the self must always be drawn upon to invoke the invocation in the first place. The spell, as it were.
Okay. Alright. So he doesn't bother with it then.
Please don't bring rotting guts along with us. Thank you. Especially if I become a
think
wolf again.
It's great if we encounter a vampire down here. I mean, this is the perfect environment for one.
And if I become a wolf, I will be a very, very pukey wolf.
Very hungry wolf.
No, that's rotting, gross. Ugh.
Passage with a metal door at its end is here.
Give the door a little slight jingle. Does it feel like it's unlocked?
It does not appear to have a handle or a keyhole. Bernardo and Margie, you can see stairs right around the corner descending from this 6th level down.
I am tempted to find out what is in this room. Who knew that?
I'll cast.
Go ahead.
Do I get any? I'll cast detect magic and see if I have any. Is there like any runes or any like
It seems
something
to be
on that metal door?
It seems to be a simply magically locked door. One with the proper spell would be able to unlock it, but you know no such passcode. It is not magically sealed closed. A great amount of force could possibly bust it open as well. This is nothing like the front doors of the tower. It's as if there was one of those dozen spells which you saw on them on this door.
Does it seem like, are there like cracks around the edges, or is it like...
It's very fitted to the stonework, I'd say that.
Okay. I guess, do you think I could get through with gaseous form?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to ask.
I'll take a peek.
All
I
right.
was gonna say, is it small? Is there enough space around the door I can sneak in as a spider?
Probably not, but
Okay.
gas, yes.
That's fine.
And so the gas will slowly force itself, the gas that is Margie, through the door, entering a room which is filled with multicolored vials.
Oh crap!
Ooh.
Oh crap!
What did they... I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna take a look at them. I'm gonna pick one up, like with care.
Okay. You can see that these vials have labels on them. They seem to be names of people. You don't recognize too many of the names, though on the central table you do recognize a few by names which were referred to or called out. You recognize names Professor Alistair, Professor Rom.
Oh no.
Weird.
Oh no.
Is there anything inside of the vial?
Absolutely. There is
Are they-
different colored liquids, green, red, and blue, of varying amounts. The ones on the central table have greater contents, and this liquid glows of the same color.
Okay. Weird. He has some ideas, but I don't know. Is there a handle on the other side of this door?
There would be. Yes. There would be.
Okay.
The magical locking mechanism would still be in place, but roll me an Arcana check.
Sure.
Yeah. There is a key code sort of scrawled into the metal of the door next to the handle, which associates with a set of magical sigils which you can then invoke from the other side. Granted, you'll need to retake your own form. And would you like to do so?
Yeah, I want to at least try and have the door open so that way they can get a look inside and see if they can solve anything more
Inciting
than I
the
can.
symbols from your human voice will allow the door to be unlocked and opened.
As soon as you open it, Rand just, so that's where they put them.
What are they?
Memories.
Ooh.
That's our memories. Well, not ours. We got ours back. Alvina has hers. Selve has hers. But this is everybody else's. Maybe not everybody's. Space Rock. It destroyed some, but this is everybody else's.
The headmaster derives his power from sucking the memories out of others. When you are admitted here against your will, you are held down, and they extract your life force from you. This is a result of that.
Looking at the table, do I see Lome's?
No.
Okay. Huh. She does have hers.
Roll me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
I will
Okay.
attract to your attention that you see a particularly filled green vial labeled Johnston.
Isn't that the guy you
give
said
these-
you didn't like?
Yeah, but it might be because they did what they did to Alvina and made him a walking advertisement for this place. Don't feel you can't be angry at anybody if they don't have their memories. That's why I can
How
still
about
get
we
annoyed
just,
at Salome because she knows who she is now.
Do you gotta drink them to get them back, or should we just
No, don't break them. You have to drink them. Or you have to ingest them.
If you break them, the memories are lost forever.
Yeah, you have to actually ingest them. But you can't sneak it into people's food.
Yep, we've done it.
I feel terrible about that still.
No.
So you
This
roofied
this is like a
somebody.
masterclass of morality or the lack thereof?
Well, we had no choice. One of our friends was brainwashed, and there was no way she could consent to it.
I still feel bad.
So you roofied someone.
Thanks. Thank you.
And you
Thank
give me shit.
Well, Alvina kept saying no because she was brainwashed.
She did thank us for it when she got him back. I
He
feel
just
like an
mocked
ass.
you a little bit. No means no.
I hate you so freaking much.
Oh my. All right. Do you want to
yeah,
take any
okay.
of them? Do you want to leave them here where they may not break upon any further encounters that you have down
Yeah,
here?
we know where they are. So
One moment. Does anyone have a secure means of storing these items, perhaps?
Hmm.
Magical means?
I got my pocket.
That is not a secure method. But you've tried.
I was thinking something a little more secure, like
I
an
have a
extra
leather
dimensional
backpack.
space, perhaps.
Yeah, I think I'll.
I
However,
could
Go
I
ahead.
could relock. Remind me again. I think with my I have arcane lock. Can I lock the door so only we can get back in?
Yes.
My concern being the headmaster comes here for power, or to use these as bargaining chips.
Yeah.
He's already done.
I mean, he'll probably be able to dispel the lock, but
It's an extra level of security for us.
yeah, I'll cast it.
I will act. And realizing what's on the center table. Oh god. Well, at least 2 of our professors are still alive. I feel like a terrible person. Gonna
Okay.
hide in the woods when all this is over. Forever.
The lock is dispelled, or the lock is re-emplaced. Apologies. And you may proceed. This room is secure once again.
Aaron, you have to be able to see the person you're sending a message to, right?
Message?
With message?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say we could try and let Elvina know, let Elvina know, but
Stairs descend.
of course they do. So it's always more stairs.
I was just like skipping down, 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 down in a burning ring of fire.
This is all we do with our lives. We walk down the stairs.
Into
Sometimes we walk
hell.
upstairs, actually.
We
Sometimes
walk
we walk
down into
upstairs.
hell, and sometimes up out of hell.
Bernardo's whistling something about eating an iguana.
You are a strange little man.
You're just figuring this out?
No, I'm just, reiterating the fact.
Behind this set of wooden doors, you can hear sounds. What you hear is almost akin to a crystalline shifting, almost what you would expect to hear when you see a glittering of pixie dust on the air. Will you open the door?
Yes?
It's a trap. Let's investigate.
Building's a trap.
first.
As you open the door, you perceive more students of the tower. There are 2 tables beside them, as well as another set of minecarts, which you can see on another set of tracks. These crystals are different. You can see and smell crates from the last room that you were in, out of one of which you can see the lid lifted and a opened vial of blood revealed. You can see this student, which is shaping those flesh materials into crystalline form. And this one, who is speaking additional incantations and binding to the form of these blood crystals an appearance of a purple hue.
Oh. Interesting.
From a first glance, this does seem to be mostly a illusion-based magic, which the second man is casting on the crystals, if a one which will stick and persist. As you
So
enter
those
the
purple
room,
ones look exactly like the ones we found in that
yes,
cart in the valley. Yeah, okay.
they do. The mages who see you enter will question your arrival. One looks a bit shocked at the appearance of Natas. Who are you? What are you doing here?
I think he's just gonna attack him.
Okay. All right then. Let's roll initiative. Let's do it.
Keep getting slower and slower.
14. We have a competitive roll and actually a first turn roll from the enemies this time around. All right, we are going to have some spells cast here. Let's get that. Yeah, that's fine.
Aaron has 14 as well.
Aaron acts first. Gina,
Aha.
what are you going to do as these folks prepare to react to the descending great axe of Natas?
Well, we're gonna send a little Eldritch Blast it.
You
Those
do
two.
Eldritch Blast as well?
I took a feat for it.
Okay.
Sneaky,
Bernardo
sneaky.
suddenly more interested. Hey.
All right, this guy hasn't had a chance to cast Mage Armor, so his AC is 10. Both hit. He's bloodied.
Poor baby. Not really.
But they are now up, unless you have anything else, Aaron?
That's it.
Okay. These two are going to cast upon the three. Let's see if I can get some nicer cones here. Yeah, that's these three. And that's these three again. So Bernardo is actually not in either of these cones, from which Burning Hands is going to be cast, up-leveled to 3rd level in both cases.
He's short. He's under the table.
So dexterity saves, DC 12, 2 of them for each of you, Natas, Margie, Rhiannon. The first damage total is 21, halved is 10. The second is 17, halved is 8.
Alright, when I get hit with the first, do these happen simultaneously, or do I have time to use my Misty Escape after I get hit with the first one?
Starting at 6th
Does that make
level,
sense?
you can use your reaction. Yeah, you can teleport away for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely can. And then the other student present is going to move forward and upcast. Yeah, we're gonna go upcast a magic missile. And these are all going to target Bernardo. Let's spread the love. And this is gonna be magic missile times 5, so that's 25 points of damage that would slam into Bernardo if not for...
Bernardo just chuckles as the missiles bounce harmlessly off the field that's protecting him as he casts shield.
Bingo. Shield protects you. Bernardo's up.
Okay. Thoroughly disappointed at the lack of competence among his enemies, Bernardo just quickly stabs this one in the gut that's next to him with 13 points of damage.
A lot of damage. He is down.
Then slides. Is he able to slide under the table?
Abso-freaking-lutely he is.
Okay. He just kind of like goes down to his knees in a baseball slide and into home base, and then just stabs upward with a 29.
All right. Hit, and the target is bloodied.
Okay, he's done.
Natas?
Okay. Gonna get over here. Gonna do a reckless, just regular attack. It's gonna be great axe.
Down he goes.
Sick. And then I'm gonna do 2 attacks against this guy, just because bonus action grew weapon master.
And that's smack on.
So attack. Ooh.
They both hit.
I would just like to add Bernardo has plus 14 to attack. I have plus 7. I hate my life. I hate my life.
As Bernardo fights, this is a good time to describe this. Every time he enters battle, you watch as 4 small stones glowing with a pinkish purple hue enshroud his body. Different hue than the crystals you see, but nonetheless of power, and they guide his strikes. These are Io stones which prove his charisma. Margie, you're up.
All right. The rematerializes behind this one wizard, and she'll set off some.
The first
volleys
blast
of
will do it,
eldritch
and
blast.
down he goes. And with that, we are out of combat.
What are these things?
Have you seen these before?
We have. This is why we're here.
What is it
What-
we're looking at?
We
don't
think
really
that
know.
they're. We think that the Virgin Empire is running out of the Virgin crystals, and they're manufacturing these blood crystals to imitate the same power, but they're using bodies to do it.
Does this look
Oh.
like blood magic?
Absolutely it does.
So they're replacing these virgin crystals with blood magic crystals. And trying to hide the fact? Is that what this illusion is?
No, I just think they're trying to make something new.
Huh.
Yeah, is the purple? Do we get the sense that the purple is like a way to disguise the blood magic? I can't remember if we could tell.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is what I would allow you to infer.
yeah.
Whether it serves any other purposes, you don't know, but that at least seems
Okay.
obvious, as citizens even of the Virgin Empire would certainly be wary of blood crystals, as they were central to the Exaris regime's reign before the formation of the Empire.
So let me get this straight. The Empire knows that it's running out of crystals and is working with the tower to fake a replacement?
They're
Or is it more
murdering-
likely that the headmaster knows they're running out and conspires to corrupt the Empire with his own version of blood magic?
I think the Empire's a little fucked in the head, personally speaking. Wouldn't put it past them to just be involved with this entire process, or the orchestrators behind it. But
Yeah, because there was Virgin Empire who was escorting the cart that we found with these crystals, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
So someone must
yeah.
know.
So, yeah.
So this is just
it is like
the
a
tower is beyond a prison. It's where they just
Manufacturing.
murder mages. Yes, by murdering
Yeah.
magic users.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be time for running a shag carpet business anymore.
I feel they need to burn lots of things to the ground, or maybe maul something. I don't know yet.
So burn it all is what I'm hearing.
I can help with that.
Are we all in agreement?
I mean, it's really hard to burn this building though, because stone. But yes,
Well, I'm sure Aaron could find a way to melt the stone.
I don't think my fire gets that hot.
Very creative.
I hate this place so much.
And for a moment, he looks like Lewis.
I will kill you.
You are gonna get burned if you keep that up.
Oh, by the way, if you see somebody who looks like that, please remove their head.
Let me
Clean off.
let me clear out a visual here for you that looks like this.
When she
Yeah.
says remove his head, Bernardo changes back to his shape.
Thank you.
Do that
no,
again,
you-
and I will throw a fireball your way.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
like I said, he can have
yes.
his head clean off. It'll be great. Anyways,
Bernardo
so
flashes a smile at Aaron.
these tracks.
She's gonna throw a
Um,
pebble at him.
Do these tracks go upward too?
They do.
Okay.
Can we fit through them?
You could climb if you chose to. It may take time, and it would be very, very dark.
Do we want to see where this goes? Perhaps a processing or loading facility to be dispersed throughout the Empire.
Could go that way. Is that kind of like the only way out of here?
There is a
Yeah,
wooden
there's-
door that Rhiannon stands next to.
Okay. Yeah, the door's not obvious on my map for some reason.
Pardon, I am attempting to scroll something real quick. I should be attending to matters on hand, which are opening that door, because I think you clearly want to go this way.
Okay.
Oh, I think it's our favorite thing ever. Yep, it is. Guess what, guys? I found more stairs. Found more stairs.
What else is new? There's no elevators here.
I would like just one time to turn a corner and there to just not be stairs. It'd be really
I-
exciting.
For a
I would
place
like
full
to-
of magic, why aren't there teleporters?
It's too easy. Cardio is important. It's rule number 1.
Then you can take the stairs.
I know. This is very exciting.
Are we at another door?
You are indeed. Allow me to open it for you. If you would care to proceed, for the sounds
yes,
which you
yes, yes.
hear beyond are that of draining. It sounds as if there is a slow wash of energy that is beyond this space. And you can hear mutterings speaking.
Do we recognize that as arcane magic or blood magic?
Make a religion check, Bernardo.
Oh no. Religione.
I was gonna say you have to be smarter than me. No, you don't.
No, I don't.
You do not
You are
know what
at-
they're saying.
I think I know
That
what
was a
they're
brick
saying.
squad.
Cheeseburger, 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 whopper, whopper, cheeseburger.
Just so you know,
Right.
rhubarb is our escape word. Rhubarb.
All right. Shall you continue forth? Opening the door? Entering this space, what you see within are cages with red runes beneath them. Within some of them, you can see people. From these people flows a substance. It appears to be like the same kind of soul essence, but in a much slower flow, until it changes into a red colored energy as it flows into the runes beneath. You can see figures in dark cloaks with hoods and masks in the visage of a skull, which are muttering, holding skulled talismans, horned skulls, kin much to the visage which two of you saw recently upon an enormous elemental manifestation. As you enter, these figures turn to regard you. One of them steps forward and says, "What word do you bring?" In a grim tone.
Trying to think of something funny. Give me a second.
I can see clearly that it hurts. To think that is.
Can't think of anything funny.
Oh well.
Speak,
Alright, someone else
damn
tell me.
it. What is your reason for interrupting our empowerment?
Because it's fun.
You've been shut down. The
What?
project is cancelled.
Show me a written word from Headmaster Barrows.
Bernardo makes a big show about going into his pouch and pulling out the writ from Headmaster Barrows, and as he hands it over, he kind of taps Nadas on his great sword, or great axe, I believe it's great axe. Taps his great axe as he hands it over, and instead, as he moves forward, the paper, he palms the paper and summons this rapier to his hand.
Okay. We're rolling initiative.
Yeah. I mean, I figured that was gonna happen, but
Oh!
I should have been like, oh man, we're getting shut down. OSHA showed up. They ruined us.
that's a
So we need
$30,000
vents and-
fine.
Sure that we need vents and windows and stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's no windows here. We don't believe in those.
Damn it, Steve! Quit reporting us.
There's also a 12-flight story, or 12-flight staircase with no railing. Preposterous.
Gina, need you an initiative, otherwise we're set to go.
I don't
12
want to be
flights.
the one to always
20.
start the combat. It's not always my fault.
Aaron's up first again. 22.
So much for you starting combat.
What are you going
Is
to
this room a good size for fireball?
It is one thing of note, however, is that there are a number of individuals which are contained within these cages, being siphoned, as it seems, who would
Nope.
certainly be affected as well if you cast it.
They are corrupted. Acceptable losses.
Let me
No.
check something.
You could angle it, I think, and get 3 out of the 4.
There are 2 more that are just outside of your sight range, right here and here.
Okay, so I'll probably put it further back so that it does not hit our friendlies.
I think what I'm trying to clarify is that you can't. If you cast Fireball in this
Okay.
room, it is going to hit one of the prisoners. If you find that to be an acceptable loss, then you may. But yeah,
It's 20 feet, right?
yeah, it's 20 feet.
Or is it 30 feet?
It's 20.
So if I inch
20 foot
Rhiannon up, you
radius.
can see the outline of them here.
Two
Yep.
more good guys. I thought there was 2
Right.
more bad
No.
guys.
Nope.
No.
I'll not do that. I will just hit 2 of them with 2. So, question. I have Twin Spell.
Uh-huh.
How does that work when I have 2 beams of Eldritch Blast already?
You can't twin, sadly, Eldritch Blast because it can't hit multiple targets. If you have Firebolt, you can twin that.
Alright, we'll just use Eldritch Blast though.
This
One
is the man
on-
who knows those
Yeah.
sorcerer warlock multi-class
Wicked.
things.
Wiccan, though, nothing stopping you there.
I will
Alright.
hit both of our skeleton-y looking dudes.
All
Yeah.
right.
Ugh.
That's an awesome picture.
Indeed. Oh, what the heck are those damage rolls?
No idea.
All right.
Brap, brap.
Well, this guy's still standing. After taking 2 blasts, and the dark cultists are up. This one's going to rush forward, as will
Oh,
these,
man, that means there is a cult. Damn it.
and these folks will rush in from the other room.
The cult of capitalism.
We have, inflict wounds being cast. 2 against Natas, 2 against Rhiannon. Against
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Natas, 10 to hit, and 13 to hit. Against
Oh.
Rhiannon, 17 and 14 to hit.
Okay, well, the 20 and the 17 hits. Oh, mother.
That is
It's
the
not
enemy
good.
turn. Natas is up.
I think it's like the guy goes to punch Natas and he's like doesn't care at all. Then he the necrotic energy
So-
goes over his hand. He's like, holy sh! Ah!
My health bar isn't displaying it, but I'm down to 20.
Oh my god!
It shows fine on stream.
Okay.
Natas, you are up. What you got?
Inflict wounds is spooky. Guess I'll hit this guy in the black robe. I'm just gonna do regular attack, great axe, reckless. Boom, boom.
All right.
Assuming one of those hits.
14 hits. 19 points.
Amazing. Additional 10
He's still up,
for Radiant and Rage.
but he is very hurt.
Nice. Oh, and that's me.
Bernardo.
I don't remember how to do like a 30-foot radius. Like, how can I get one of those?
So if you are using the new UI that Roll20 has, that it has a fancy ruler tool where you can do that stuff. Otherwise,
I
you're
don't
just
even know what that is.
if you just have the normal ruler, you're just drawing a circle, saying, "Oh, this is 20 feet." I can do it for you here, though. You're looking for a 30-foot radius, you said?
30-foot radius, and I want to include the front line, these people on the right-hand side. Like, so if we can move it up and see it up. Can I move that? No,
Yeah.
you can move that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, like, start it somewhere like right here, or even here.
Okay, something like that.
And that 30 feet. Okay, let's try the back of the room. And then move it down 10 feet.
You want it to start right there.
Yeah, probably right.
I'm just not used to this new tool. This is what you're looking for. You want to get all the guys in the front line. This will also
All
get
right.
all the people in the cages.
Yeah. Bernardo's okay with that.
Okay.
Fine.
As he casts Sickening Radiance.
Ooh.
And I will leave that for you.
And it's a con save?
Yep. DC 21.
My god. They all fail. What happens?
Alright, so they all take 24 points of radiant damage. They're all glowing like with a greenish eldritch light. And they all suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Sicko. Alright, this will certainly kill all of the people in the cages. What life they had remaining. And we have all but one of the cultists killed.
And that is a persistent spell, so he's concentrating on it.
Fancy.
And Bernardo knows that Rhiannon is giving him the evil looks, and he says, "I did them a favor." And that's his turn.
I know you're right, but I still hate you.
I'll live with that.
Margie, you're up.
Alright, she'll shoot, she'll do 2 Eldritch Blasts at that last guy still up.
12 will miss exactly.
Exactly, okay. Alright, I'm not walking in that room with that green poison.
Rhiannon, you're up.
I'm not going to do the thing I was going to do because Bernardo killed everybody. Is the most painful spell I have, though. And I'm just going to try and light him on fire. I'm just going to firebolt him.
Hit. And with that, I believe we're looking at 1 dead cultist. No, he is still alive.
Well, he sucks.
Aaron, can you finish him?
Do you want to take him alive?
I can try.
I don't care. I want him dead.
Alright, so.
Well, one second. If we're gonna take him alive,
Alright,
I have
another
to
Eldritch Blast, both beams at him.
cancel the spell.
Yeah, he goes down. With that, we are out of combat and out of initiative.
I mean, holy shit, Bernardo, did you need to kill everybody?
Yes.
Me over here not using Fireball because it would hit them.
Guys, let's
I
not
didn't want to kill them.
argue too. Is that a person?
That is a person.
Oh, you did it. I was actually going to be reluctantly pat Bernardo on the shoulder. You didn't get them
I
all.
Hello?
didn't want to kill them.
An incredibly drained woman stands to look towards you. You can see that while her face is still young in appearance, the extent to which she has been drained feels significant. This magic circle beneath her is greater, larger, more powerful than the others. Takes you a moment, but you recognize the face. This is the face of Gillian Gulliver, the sister of the first emperor of the Virgin Empire.
How? How are you here?
She sort of points to the bars and then smacks her fist on them.
Uh,
It would
Alright.
seem
Try
my
something.
thoughts on the headmaster might be more accurate than we anticipated. If she's here, certainly he could be here too.
so the circle beneath her, is that etched into the stone?
It is.
Can I cast mending to unetch it into the stone?
To mend the stone.
That is clever. I like it. I will say that it may take time, but you all may wish to take a short rest anyway.
I just want to get, because I know if you mess up a little bit of a circle, it's ruined. So if I can get a little tiny spot fix, that's really all I want to do.
All right. So maybe
It's
it won't take so
1 minute.
long.
I know it's a 1 minute casting.
Yeah, if you're just trying to get a bit of it, that
yeah,
could disrupt
no,
the
I don't
magic.
want to. I don't want to completely remove it. I just want to mend it enough to disrupt the magic. That's it.
That's fair. Okay. Spending some time here, you can focus your effort and disrupt this magical circle. As you do, the woman appears to be able to breathe more deeply than she could before. Break. Let me out.
And I look over at Natas. Can you break the? My arms are kind of noodly. I know who she is. And I don't know how she's alive. So it's very old. Please.
I know we were joking about vampires earlier, but is she,
I have no idea.
Vampiric? Not necessarily. Heavily affected by blood magic use? Certainly.
She's what, 2,000 years old?
Give or take. Can't hurt anybody. Right now.
She would be 350 years old at the least.
Oh, you're close enough.
Give or take a century.
it's not that old. And I'd start to just break open the chain, the cage.
Dumb as a brick. 2,000 sounds about right.
All right. As you break the cage open, she will stumble out,
I will reach forward to help her.
appreciating that catch. She will stumble to her knees, away from this sigil of draining, and place her hands on the floor. It's been 300 years since I touched ground, not being drained like that. Thank you.
How?
Spell immortality found within my blood.
Why were you locked up?
Revenge. Because I cost that bastard his regime. See, I betrayed him. I joined him, only to turn my back on him, lead my brother to victory. Not that that old dog appreciated it either.
Oh, no. No, he didn't.
But he let me live. Put me in charge of this here tower. Till that rat bastard and his damn phylactery came back to life.
Wait, who?
Jerome Jackson Eyre, former leader of the XRS regime. He trapped me here. He's been draining my life and the lives of those that could sustain him before they died in those other cages. He's older than I am.
Oh, crap.
I'm probably not long for life now that I'm out of that thing, but I wager I got at least another day or so. Could impart you some
happens to you?
information. Oh, I think that this thing that be keeping me alive, it's probably been tied to this here old sigil circle that you just messed up. I'll be grateful to be dead soon. Don't you worry yourself.
Oh, okay.
But I'll
Well,
be
it's
happy to help
just-
you. Give you any secrets you want too. Secret doors, secret spells, all kinds of stuff.
Man,
Ever want a back door into Virgin City through the Hells? I set that up. Ever want a spell to prove your luck? Oh. She's quickly fading. You can see she needs rest to be of any
I
use.
just kind of help slide her down the wall. So that she's
Maybe we
sitting.
should give her some of this virgin crystal dust.
No!
It does wonders for the constitution. It does. You know it does.
No. Don't listen.
He'll offer some to her. Does she take it?
She can barely resist.
Oh, he's not going to force it on her. If she wants it, he'll give it to her.
She will hold out a hand accepting anything.
All right, so he gives her a
It's
packet of the virgin dust.
Not gonna. It's not. You shouldn't do anything with that.
You just give her drugs.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
She'll consume it. And she will nod,
Ow.
saying, "Oh,
Girl.
haven't felt this kind of power since me and my brother were throwing over governments.
So you feel better then, huh?
That'll put me on my feet. And probably speed me to my grave." She stands up. Alrighty.
We'll do what we can to make sure you can at least see outside before that happens. Shouldn't die in a basement. Nobody should. Well, maybe those guys. Pointing to the cultists.
Alright.
So what, is she able to explain exactly who the headmaster is? And, like, me, personally, I don't remember all the details, but does she, like, make everything crystal clear for us?
She can clarify what she knows. That she was imprisoned here after she began tenure as headmistress of this school by Tarum Jacksonair, whom she mentioned, whom arose from the depths of the tower, as she will tell, through a phylactery, likely, a method of restoring oneself to life. A phylactery which she intuits her life force was used to sustain through some spell of life sustenance, at least in a draining pattern.
Right, but Tarun was the guy that Gina played when
That's
in
correct.
the opening? Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
All right, she'll say.
While she's
Where are we
explaining
on
this,
to
I'm gonna
next?
Cast Cure Wounds on myself. I'm hurting a lot. You've got to be kidding me. Wait. Oh no. 12. I hate everything right now.
That roll 20.
It'll get you.
Yes, because Foundry's so much.
So, would lesser restoration help this woman?
It may. Would you like to give it a go?
I would not, but I would
I can do
suggest those of you who are better casters than I possibly
Yeah,
try it.
I got it. I can try it.
Why don't we do this? There is one floor beneath you before your floor count equals that of the ascent, as you are on the 8th floor down at this time. I'm going to need to call us to a brief. We'll take 3 minutes break before we come into our final stages of tonight's session.
Okay.
We'll take that break. During that time, why doesn't everyone take short rest benefit? And you'll have an ally at your side for what is ahead. 3 minutes on the clock. See you soon. We are back, everyone. Let us continue towards our finish line. Another set of wooden doors is doubled ahead. Would you like to proceed towards them?
Yeah.
Gina, I see that Aaron's still low on health. Are you not rolling hit dice? Are you out of them?
Because we took a short rest, so you might want to.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
Bernardo's gonna cast Armor of Agathis as well, just for giggles.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't need mage armor. I can be a bear. Same idea.
Proceed as you see fit. Let me
How
know
many
when
hit
you are
dice
open.
do we have again?
What?
Should be equal
have-
to your level.
9.
Okay.
Let me know when you are pushing open this door ahead of you.
I'm ready to rumble.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Stairs. The ultimate boss of this building.
Sending down.
Are we bringing the
Down.
old lady with us?
Oh, yeah.
She is
I thought she
proceeding
was-
along in a chipper fashion as she
High as a kite.
skips down the stairs saying, "Oh, this feels like them old times. I'm just having the most swell old time with you. You're all nice already, I can just tell it."
Oh, he drugged you, right? Well, I mean, you drugged you, but still.
It restored a bit of my jubilant personality.
She drank the Kool-Aid.
Behind this
You are
door,
starting a cult. Damn it.
you can hear the sounds of what sound like large animals stomp, stomp, stomp. Will you push open the door?
Maybe I can reason with them.
Within,
Oh,
Nope, I can't reason with
you
them.
see large golems of flesh. Curiously, they don't seem to make notice of you as you enter. The doors swung open, sound made, and these creatures just continue to stumble forward, growling and moaning. One of them, back here, seems to be banging its head against the stone wall. Bong. How will you proceed?
Is this a bar?
Yes,
Or
there
is it
are
like-
some iron cage style bars which run along this section, but they can be moved around quite easily through here, for example, or here.
Yeah, I guess try to walk past this giant golem and see if he attacks me.
As you
That seems
come
like the
within
logical thing.
range, make a wisdom check for me, Natas. What was that, Mark?
I'm going to ask the students if they've seen anything like these in the tower before.
No, not like
Oh,
these.
no.
We've seen golems, but like at the front.
You do
Of the-
recall that such a creature was witnessed in your vision of the origins of this tower when it was still an
Oh,
old
right.
Exaris refuge. It's possible that these are leftover experiments from that far back. Natas,
then I
as you
realize that.
near this creature, you feel a wave almost of emotion, sorrow that affects you, emanating from this creature. It continues to move away from you, and just looks woefully towards another one of its kind behind another set of bars. Gives a and that other one looks towards it and returns with a mournful. Oh. These creatures seem to have had all hostility leave them long ago. They seem to be able to proceed without issue.
Weird.
Jillian will say, "My, I almost feel bad for the poor suckers."
No,
Bernardo,
they used to be people or
make an Arcana check.
Oh no.
Good enough. Bernardo stands upon another one of these gray runes
Oh,
and sigilled upon the floor. But I've asked you to roll this because as you, I presume, seek to begin a connection to make use of it, you immediately can detect that this one is not just a one-way. This, in fact, could lead you to multiple destinations. But one of them is closed off. It's as if this forks, and only one of the forks is open.
Do I know where it goes?
No.
Okay. He'll relay that to the group and state that he's not currently able to open the other side.
To be clear,
Is it
this fork,
right or left?
it leads right or left. You can do left but not right, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
okay. Well, I mean,
I
let's
never
try
was
the
good
one
at going right.
We can try the way we can go and hope for the best, I guess.
So he'll take his coke finger and kind of slice his other finger open and drip some blood onto the runes.
As you do so, you are transported to a small room. Within it is another blood sigil of transportation. But immediately to your left appears to be a small blood crystal on a pedestal. That crystal seems to be set upon a base which can turn.
He'll see if he can turn the crystal.
You can, as you hear a chunk. Those of you within the room hear from approximately this direction a but nothing beyond that.
There's like a sound over here.
Yep.
Here.
Sound from that
Can
direction.
Oh, we're trying to click over there. Yeah,
Can I investigate that and see if I see anything like from where the sound
This
came from?
spell will shamble away. Roll that check. Nope. Anyone want to provide assistance? Give Margie advantage?
sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I can help.
Roll again.
Do I just roll? Oh, okay.
25. Margie, right here, you notice a section of the stone wall with grooves in it. Hidden door. And from one of those two grooves, you can see a flicker of crimson light escaping. Bernardo would know, similar to the hue of the crystal he just turned.
Can I is it like a door I can like pry open, or is it stuck?
Gaseous form would be the only way through. But to clarify details once again, if you would like to,
I'll do that again.
You can do it? Let's do it. Gaseous form is cast on Margie, and you're going to pass through this wall. What you arrive at is the top of a set of stairs which lead down. At the base of them, you can see a powerful purple glow. Of these two crystals, one of them is illuminated as shown, the other is dimmed. The one that is illuminated seems to be turned at angle, differently than the one which is dimmed.
Do they both seem like they can turn?
They do. But
okay.
if you attempt to affect them, they do not turn. They do not budge.
Bernardo
Weird.
doesn't know what's going on, so he's going to activate
yeah.
this rune here. And my thinking out of character is that maybe if I activate this, it'll affect that.
As you step through this rune, you appear on a much higher floor of the tower.
Okay, is there a way back?
There is a
Can I go
rune
back?
you have emerged from, and you can come right back through it if you like.
Yes. Did I recognize where I was?
It appeared to be a classroom, perhaps the star-seeking classroom, one which you hadn't been in before.
Okay. So then Bernardo will come out into the main room, presumably by going back the way he came,
You certainly may.
and tell them that there was, I turned a crystal, but this thing took me up to the star-seeking classroom.
When it might have been when you turned the crystal, then we heard a click, and there was a little groove in the wall. Margie did that thing where she turns into kind of a puff of smoke and wiggled her way.
Archie, do you want to come back and fill them in on what you've learned?
Yeah. There's two crystals on the other side. One's glowing, but the other one's not.
He turned a crystal. I can try it and see if maybe now that you've moved something, that other direction is available.
Possibly.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be from a basic gleaning. Jillian will interject to say,
Oh.
I've got a thought. I wonder if there isn't another rune we might find. Are there any powerful figures in this tower, perhaps Taroom himself, still living, that might have access to these runes of teleportation?
There's the headmaster.
Then maybe we ought to search his house, wherever he lives.
10th floor.
Well, we have a quick way up there, and he explains the
Oh,
teleporter he found.
then
That would
let's
take
do
us
that.
like another, what are we, 10 down? So it would take us, 15 up?
75 years to get upstairs. Yes.
Would you all like to do so?
Yes.
Yes.
That makes
Oh,
sense.
Marjorie, we're skipping all the stairs just for you.
Jillian will say,
There's a big sigh of relief.
Go on ahead, loves. I'll keep watch down here and make sure nothing goes amiss. If you trust me, that is.
No.
In front of her, we're like, I'm sure I trust you.
I'll
No,
come
no,
right
no,
with you
no
then, don't you
offense.
worry.
That's great.
No
It's really
offense,
hard to
but
trust
no.
people here. We were sent here as prisoners, so,
All taking the
People
room into this
kinda suck.
very small room, and then
Oh my god.
traveling through this subsequent rune will lead you to here upon the 7th floor of the tower, wherein you can see a large number of what appear to be wells to the stars. A globe also exists in this room. This must be the dazzling star-seeking sessions, which you coincidentally never made it to any of.
Does it look like the real sky?
It looks like the depths of space.
This is stupid. Hate this
Beyond the dark
place.
tapestry.
Just why can't they have windows?
Pushing open this door.
Okay,
Come on
Margie,
now.
We might have been a little wrong about the stairs, but only only 2 more floors instead of all of them.
I'm going to move you all as a group now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and expedite our travel down this long hallway. Go. Coming to the end of it, you will see Alvina, as well as a number of the other students whom you recognize, who will greet you and say, I thought you were downstairs.
We were. Now we're not. But weird and good news. We know where the memories are. They're downstairs.
They are. That's
Yes,
excellent
they're
news.
In a room. Our new friend here locked it up.
Hi there.
Oh no, Margie, can you tell them how to get into your lock, or do you have to be the one to unlock it?
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
the password is rookie.
And we explain how
That's
to
with a
where it
capital
is.
R.
We
And an
explain where it
exclamation
is
point.
and how to actually get there with the runes because she never saw it.
All right.
It's I have to make the joke. It's
Also-
capital R rookie 28 at.
I think for the sake of the less experienced, she'll point over her shoulder, we might just go for the stairs.
Yeah, no. I meant the rune to get past the wall to get to the memories.
Why is it runes everywhere? All right.
Because this place sucks.
All right, kids,
Just-
we're gonna do some blood magic today, they'll say. Solivay will say, this will be the second time in my lifetime. And Lo Mei will comment, what? Isn't that forbidden? And Cedric will take her by the shoulders and say, we got this, let's go.
Cedric, Lome, just to make you guys feel more at ease, they didn't take yours.
They'll nod. Lo Mei will
you.
say, I never doubted it.
Okay.
They'll make their way down the stairs.
That one's a
That
bit
kid's gonna get
weird.
her- That kid's gonna get herself hurt.
See, Natas is exploring one of the many floors of the Mage Tower.
I'm gonna get
So
lost.
this is
Shall I
all
expedite
the
your
upstairs?
journey to perhaps where you are headed?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So
So
for
this
I
is
got
all
Natas,
the
ADD.
upstairs-
I'll never be able to find it.
for Natas, that is right here. If you wish to use the washroom, it is accessible.
You see, Toss walks in there, and when he comes back out, he's very clean, and he has no more wings. Like, better.
Yeah, you've seen one floor. You've literally
Dropped a
seen all
mean
of the
deuce in there,
upstairs
guys. Wouldn't use it.
So
Margie scowls.
you can all make
floors.
your
Is he
way
always like that?
ahead. Directly towards the 10th floor of the Mage Tower, the highest level. No golems bar your way at this time. They have all been destroyed by those who are your allies.
Nice.
Ahead is the way to, as you presume and have understood, the office of the headmaster of the tower, Wiccan Barrows.
So Wiccan is secretly a necromancer? Lich?
He could be Taroom, who's the brother of this ancient girl we have with her.
No, brother. No, enemy of.
Enemy
Not
of?
brother of.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
her
thought they
brother
were
was the
related
first.
somehow.
No, her brother was the first.
He was like a big honcho in the
Yes.
Yeah,
prior empire
In the ancient
of this
world.
plane.
secretly, possibly a necromancer guy. Not so secretly, an asshole.
Oh, I thought they were like open necromancers, weren't they? Like big giga
Well, yeah,
mage
Worse than
assholes.
necromancers, blood mages.
They were discussing a phylactery, so possible lich.
Possibly, but also guaranteed.
Or just a
Complete
blood
asshole.
mage. Again with the asshole. Will you calm down?
No, he's terrible. I
Is
hate
there a
him.
reason that the Virgin Empire would be working with their former ancient enemy?
That's
If they were shipping the
question.
crystals up there?
Well,
They may not know it's him.
Hmm.
not
Just went
to
by a different name.
Oh,
quote my father too much, but usually whenever people rise together to overthrow evil power, they, in time, turn into the same thing. Could just be that time.
Oh, I think that time.
Your
was
father's quite
long.
profound. What's his name?
Later.
He goes by many names. Ahead is a set of stairs leading up to an ascended chamber, as well as a set of double doors to your south.
Okay, well, if I was Mr. Holier Than Thou, I believe that I would have my space up the stairs.
wanna...
Well, onward into the breach and all. Come on now.
Toss knocking open these doors, of course, right?
Wow.
He's got
Totally
to-
not listening to it.
You find a room
Dibs.
that seems to be clearly a bedroom. There are 3 details of note I will mention to keep things concise. A chest with a nice lock upon it, a chessboard where the pieces are all in play mid-game, but positioned as to be played by oneself, and a bed with a thick layer of dust across its covers.
Oh.
Loot the room.
I immediately make my way to the chessboard.
It appears to be an advanced position on both sides. Balanced. One side aggressive, the other defensive.
Feel like maybe, guys, instead of looting his bedroom, we maybe just
Yep.
get on with it.
Sorry. I was just gonna...
Is anyone going to go for the chest with a lock?
Yes, Bernardo is very interested in finding a certain stone.
Oh.
However, he asked those among us who are more physically inclined. He cannot open the lock magically.
Want to bash it, Natas?
If I can, I'll try my best. Just do a little swing.
Smash. You open the chest. Within it is a burgeoning pouch of 176 gold pieces.
Oh.
Sorry, 1,076 gold pieces. I misspeak.
You're rich,
So-
independently wealthy. It's the first money we've seen in this entire time.
Taz gonna pick it up and be like, "Yeah, there's some change."
Just throws it over his shoulder.
Is there anything else in this chest?
Nope. That's it.
It would detect some magic.
Margie,
I
take
mean-
this. Throws it to her.
Detecting magic, you note nothing else of note within this room.
He like
But the
awkwardly
spell-
catches it and
The
is like,
spell will stay with you.
Okay.
Are we gonna do this, guys?
All right. No need to go through his underwear. Let's go.
Actually,
I'm
archmage robes. Just saying.
Yeah, quite comfortable. Bernardo was looking for the stone.
Do I hear anything when I put my ear up to this door?
You do. You hear a shifting of, sounds like a chair. Kind of on the other side.
Hmm.
You're going to open the door.
We'll wait and make sure everyone else is ready. Anyone else want to do any pre-buffs? Anything like that? I'm gonna hold a rage for combat, if that's a thing. And open the door.
You see a room with a chandelier, a dragon's head mounted on the far wall, and a desk with one man sitting at it. Oh. Headmaster, is that finally you? Oh. Who are you? He says.
I'm shooting a firebolt at him.
Okay, go ahead, roll. Aaron, you want to get on that too?
Definitely. We're gonna send 2 Eldritch Blast beams at him.
Yeah, cool. So he's brought to an inch of his life by the firebolt, set aflame, and then blasted through by 2 eldritch blasts, which puncture his body, and he drops to the ground. He is dead.
I think like Natas
Aaron,
kicked the
you're
door
my new
open,
favorite.
wanted to say something witty, and like the second he's about to open his mouth, like a roar of fire goes by one side of his head, and like 2 piercing white bolts of light go by the other.
As he smolders upon the ground, his mouths inch out the last words. Women these days.
I'm so glad you're dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
almost
been-
felt bad, and then he said that.
No, I didn't.
love that.
It's been
that
it's-
phrase.
it's been 2 weeks of sexual harassment. I'm done. And so is he, so it's okay. Maybe? I don't know. I'm using 2 weeks as probably.
It's been, I think, longer than that.
Is he like human?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just bleeding.
Yeah, he's just a very dead, awful dude.
Why do
Yeah.
we have to kill him
A
again?
very dead pervert.
As I said,
They call him a pervert because he dared to hit on them.
He
no.
wouldn't leave us alone. He didn't take no for an answer.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
That's
get
the
involved.
problem.
I'm not gonna get involved.
He's
But the
gone, and it
headmaster's
makes
not
us-
here.
No,
So
he's not. And then I see
He's
Andrew.
not here.
Is that a dragon on it? Head on his wall?
Yes, it is.
it's
Does it
fucking
look similar to the ones
disrespectful.
in the rock, in the stone?
Seems different.
No.
Rock and
Okay.
stone.
Mostly ornamental.
If,
I would like each of you to roll an investigation check. This may yield information.
Look for the fucking sigils. 7.
Margie will immediately see upon the floor the blood sigil. This is additional. Those are rolls high enough to attain the journal entries, which I will read to you in brief, but you will have in your journal to review for the future. First, we have the headmaster's notes on the dark cult. These notes by Headmaster Barrows note an arrangement with a cult listed as Cult of O. There are details referring to an arrangement involving the purple crystals and empowerment of the siphons. There are details involving deployment of a plague for testing. Site 1, Valley of Rain. Site 2, Port Anghar. Site 3, Forsec Province. The second set of notes is on Uth Sharaj. It says, "Cursed be the influence of the Devourer. Professor Alistair's star-seeking has opened a connection. In times of need, this connection may be called upon." And lastly, our notes on the Virgin Empire in particular. These notes mark plans for a takeover involving the many tower-trained mages who are programmed to serve Headmaster Barrows. The maintained agreement with the Virgin Empire stands and has been useful to the goals of the Headmaster. Their representatives, including Vizier Ina, have continued to be cordial. The time for revenge is close at hand. New students have great power and ability for influence. At the least, the cult will deploy its plans soon. The Virgin Empire will fall.
Weird.
Again, these will all be on hand for reference. Would you like to take the other blood sigil?
yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
as you know, they're doing that. Bernardo's gonna ask the newcomers. So, how exactly would you feel if the Virgin Empire fell?
Static. Well, parts of it, particularly. But not really like the whole thing, you know.
So you're not complete anarchist.
No, just some people have to die.
Eh,
All
I
right.
just
I
wanna
mean,
saw
they
carpet.
captured us and tried to send us here, but I don't really know much about them except that they haven't been kind to us or our friends. I wouldn't miss them.
Well, they sent us here against our will, so I am of the same mind. I just wanted to know before we, took this course of action.
Good thing Dirk isn't here.
Dirk Diggler.
Are we
You-
are we helping the headmaster though that you want to see dead if we destroy the Virgin Empire though?
Yes. I think so. I mean, these notes pretty much confirm that he's using some cult to siphon people's powers, testing plagues, and wants the Empire to fall. I'd like to just be a thorn in his side just on principle at this point.
Just
You
because
know.
he wants a terrible empire to fall doesn't mean
He wants to replace it
He
with his
has-
own terrible empire,
Yeah.
right?
Doesn't
Rihanna?
mean he's a good person.
Yeah. Like the valley we were in, like there's kind of like a plague that started. So whenever you would die, you would kind of get raised as a zombie.
Oh God.
And
So that's where the necromancy comes in.
yeah, and then like 2 weeks later, like a 80-foot tall giant horned god, like kind of appeared for like 10 seconds, and then poofed. It's kind of like
We've missed a whole lot.
yeah.
Would you like to return to the lower floors?
Well, let's go get this guy.
Boop,
Post tense.
You enter a similar room to the first, but notably,
Very small.
there is a crystal on the left side of this room from the northern perspective. It has not been
In
turned,
this one.
but it
Turn
may
it.
be. Turned, you hear a click and then a in the next room over.
Okay, I'm guessing the sigil that Natas is standing on currently is correct. Okay, cool.
Two things. As you progress forward, you see that this wall is now opened. The path down is open. And Bernardo, as you pass by this golem, your detect magic spell, which is still up, detects the presence of the fifth Io stone within its hide. It is not moving, swaying slowly. You're able to tear it out and add it to your collection with ease.
Oh my. So he throws the fifth stone up in the air and it begins to circle his head.
Okay. Are you able
That's
to
cool.
attach those to your character sheet?
Yeah, I just changed the number to 5.
So now you have a plus 15 to hit.
Don't be bitter.
Basically,
Does
he
it-
sneezes and he hits. That's all. It's
Are
fine.
you gonna say your to hit bonus is more than double?
Are there any final preparations before you descend to the lowest level of the tower?
Does it
I'm ready.
change it up to 30?
Oh, yeah, it'll keep scaling.
Okay.
Down you will go.
Whoa. There we go. Not 38, 30. What is going on here?
Ahead of you, you see a massive purple crystal. Only 2 crystals in the history of your sight have rivaled its scale. One, the heart of Virgos, which Natas and Margie saw, and 2, the Vergent Crystal, which is approximately the same size as this one, which sits atop the Vergent Spire in the capital city of this empire. That crystal is known by reputation to be able to generate a shield to protect the city. Within this room, you can see, of course, as well, the man you've come here for. Wiccan Barrows stands next to another one of these blood runes. Siphoned into it from above are slow wafts of crimson energy, similar to that of the siphons which you saw 2 floors up. They siphon into an object. This object appears to be a vial of a sort. As you enter the space, the headmaster will say, "I had wished to avert all of this," speaking in your direction. "I had wished to make allies with you. I had wished for so much more. But instead, I am forced to make less kind deals for the people of this continent, of my regime, so that they might survive as they should." And from these pools of celestial blackness emerge purple tentacles. He says, "Oath Sharaj will guarantee not only my plans, but my survival." As one of these tentacles reaches out and grasps what you can only gather to be his phylactery, pulling it into the void beyond. He will look towards you then to say, "So then, shall we have our last bout? Shall we fight? Or would you like this?" And he holds up the last Io stone from his pocket. "Would you like my goodwill? Would you like to walk from this place?"
You're a murderer.
Toss just grows a new set of wings. He's like, you guys want a stupid stone?
I need that.
Toss grows his
stone.
wings again, and Rhiannon's covered in guts again.
Covered in guts. Yeah, I need that stone, but I'm happy to take it off his corpse.
Good.
I
All
was
right,
about to say
then.
there's more than one way to get it.
Why don't you all take 30 feet of movement to begin this combat, and then roll me initiative.
Right.
You get 40 if your movement speed is 40.
Note, if you take this jump, you'll be taking some falling damage, as these are stairs which you are navigating the edges of.
They're stairs.
How high are they?
You would be jumping down. You'd be taking at least 2d6 falling damage.
Oh.
Ozug. Oh, I perfectly timed my last rage for this.
Enemy is on an 8. That's a bad roll. 5 on his die.
Oh, poor baby. I'm so sad for him.
Bernardo Shagwell, you will act first. Take your turn.
Okay, let's see what I want to do. So far away. Alright. I am going to cast... Innervation. Wait, no. That's 60 feet. Is he 60 feet from me? I think he is. Does that say 60 feet?
Exactly 60 feet.
My
Hey,
goodness.
hey.
Hello.
That is
All right.
hysterical.
And that will... Here, let me link this spell for you.
Dexterity saving throw, and this is the Inky Darkness.
That's DC 22.
Is there anything beyond... Jesus. Is there anything beyond the, Oh! He got it! I
had
was gonna say
advantage?
negative effects. Magic
Yeah,
resistance.
Stupid and magical.
Oh, okay. And I will hit him with the Hexblade's Curse while I'm at it.
Okay.
So there's that.
And as for the spell, will he still take half damage?
Yes.
Okay, so that
no,
is...
it's not half damage. It's 2d8 necrotic. So let me do that.
Yeah, roll for me. Natas, you are up.
9 points.
9 points. Very good.
All right, let's see what happens when you get too close to this guy and what these tentacles do to you. Anything happen to me yet?
Not yet.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a reckless attack. He's got his blood mage armor up, so he's got 1 billion. Yeah, just gonna do reckless great axe attacks.
Let's do it. Miss.
20 and a 19.
Miss.
Sick.
Margie, you're up.
Do we have
All
the
right,
spell?
I'm gonna move up 30 feet and cast off 2 Eldritch Blasts as I get closer.
Okay, let's see him. 26 will hit for 11 points.
All right.
Blasting him. Rhiannon, you're up.
All right. So it's about to get a little cloudy around here because I'm going to cast Call Lightning.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Bolt go behind him so that it will not affect Natas.
Fantastic. He saves, taking 8 points.
Well, that's okay because I can still do one more thing. He said, I don't know if it's saved or if half damage.
He saved, yes.
Oh. Yeah, no, but if a creature takes 3d10 on a failed save, half as much, he takes half.
Yep.
Awesome. So I just wanted to make sure.
Alright.
I wasn't sure if it was the same. Oh, yeah. We are going to bring out. I can see within 50, 60 feet. So, to make our melee buddy lives a little bit easier, I'm going to summon my Hawk Spirit totem right behind him. And the Hawk Spirit will give you advantage.
Perfect.
Come on
Right here. Alright.
up. Yeah, so you'll have advantage on attack rolls for any creature within its aura, and you also will have advantage on perception checks. Since you're not concerned here, it's the advantage on attack rolls.
Enemy is up. Attack rolls at advantage against Natas. 2 tentacle attacks.
Does he? Wait, he has advantage? What did
Oh yeah.
He's got
Reckless,
tentacles.
reckless attacks. These tentacles reach out, this one slapping at Natas and pulling him, as the other one strikes him as he is pulled into the grapple of the first.
I do math. So 15.
Oh, I have to use my reaction to grant advantage, but that's not a problem.
No worries. The headmaster will scar himself with his blood ring and step a bit forwards, pointing out towards you, Aaron and Rhiannon, and say, "Plead for your defiance." And he fires a bead of energy, flaming as it flies. He is casting a blood fireball.
So
There is no
fast.
saving throw. You take...
Counterspell.
Ooh. Counterspell.
Mhm.
Back. He's going to roll Arcana to try and challenge you.
It's a level 5 counterspell.
So that'll do it. Unless he... Well, he's rolling Arcana to contest your counterspell, because yours is leveled. He fails. The spell is resisted.
Bernardo
Just
just
a
laughs.
description for your reference. He will give a... Aaron, you're up. He is
Alrighty.
weak indeed. Can you take him out?
Probably.
6th level Scorching Ray. It's like, ah, shit.
Oh no, he's getting a chromatic orb.
Okay, good if it hits.
I have advantage.
Okay. 22 does hit. And that deals... Well, good.
Metric.
Good gosh, he had 32 hit points left. How would you like
Nice.
to defeat him?
Well, since it's fire, it's just going to burn him up from the inside and go super bright.
As you watch this flame overtake his body, he roars out in pain and terror. No! Fine. I'll see you again soon. And as his body breaks apart, you can watch as his state shifts, his skin peeling back and away to show his true face. Tattooed and pale. A beard that reemerges just fast enough to burn to nothingness as the body of this man is destroyed. And with that, the tentacles will withdraw away, letting you free Natas and taking us out of initiative. You have won the day.
I can
He'll
still
be
have
back.
the call lightning up. Do we want to destroy that? And I point to the crystal in the middle of the room.
Might as well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna because Call Lightning is up for 10 minutes. I'm just gonna pummel it with lightning.
All right. And yet consequences will come. You slam the lightning into the crystal. As you do so, you feel a tremble in the room around you.
Uh-oh. After the first bolt, when I feel that, I stop doing it.
A wave of force exerts from the crystal. The foundations rumble and shudder. The way
That drops
out
concentration.
becomes collapsed and closed by rocks.
Guys, I'm sorry.
Boulders begin to fall, left to the right, all across the room as this massive crystal begins to emit more and more waves of force upon this magical aggravation. You need to get out of here, but your walking path is gone. Do those of you who walked here remember the last offer gleaned you before you entered this tower? A voice on the wind.
Secret. Oh, because she said secret exit.
Oh, I can't remember what he said, but I remember the Wolverine spoke to us.
It did. It said,
Oh,
if you are in need of safety, go to your dreams. You would be waiting.
Margie, you want to poke around in my head real quick?
Yeah.
Before we
All
get
right,
crushed by
everyone.
rock?
Everyone, get close. You have to trust me.
I have a backup idea if we need it.
If you would like to
Okay.
invoke your spell and the creatures are willing, you could cast sleep on everyone.
Yeah.
Can he actually put
I
me to
w-
sleep? Can she put me to sleep?
If you're willing.
Okay. Elf, that's fine.
Margie
Nice knowing ya.
casts out this spell of sleeping, and as I assume you are all trusting, speak now if not.
Yeah.
All right. You all find your lids becoming heavy. You all find your forms entering into a misty state of rest. And you find yourselves pulled away from this space. Into dreams you go. For some, this is dreams of time with a father training in the depths of the hells. For some, this is a dream of gambling, winning great swaths of coin. For some, this is a dream of the forest. Some, the streets of the city. And some, a glade and a simple cottage in the woods. And then, from those dreams, you might choose to emerge into escape grassy green. As you manifest, laying upon the ground with a great creature of nature centered within you. Natas and Margie know this place well as the Dream Grove. A clouded sky of a light gray blue is above you. A soft, chill wind blows across your face. You feel the earth beneath your back. Are there any final exclamations you might make? As for the first time in a long time, for some of you, you see the sky and you feel the earth.
Time.
Margie she sees the Dream Wolverine and she's like, "Thanks, Mr. Wolverine. Thank you." But she just runs right past and is running up to go see if she can find Rookie.
As Margie rushes off to greet a raccoon companion, what were you going to say, Rhiannon?
This time. It's really, really outside. And she is sobbing.
Aww.
She hasn't seen outside in a long time, and it's good.
Aaron is gonna run up and hug her and join her.
I
Bernardo?
think
Thank you.
Bernardo's just gonna lay down and take a nap and say, "This is the best sleep I've had in a long time." And with that, I have to go. I'm past my time already.
We are going to credits. Chris, would you give us our final word?
you're supposed to be dead. to to Lapanor.
All right. Thank you all for joining us on this journey. The time of the Mage Tower is for now complete. And I look forward to seeing you all very soon.